Yo, what's going on, everybody? Santos Vice here. We are back with some more Trails in the Sky. How you guys doing? Sorry I did this a little later than usual. It's like 2:30 right now from the time I'm doing this. It's just because I was trying out some stuff, trying some video editing installations to see if I can actually do it. And I hate how like some of them have like the watermarking and stuff like that. So I'm still trying to find the right one to use. But so far it's been fruitless so far. Let me actually see if I can lower the volume a bit. Because I feel like for the stream that would probably be an option. Alright. Okay, that should be good. Yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, I'm still trying to do the whole video editing thing. I'm not experienced in any of this, so I'm still trying stuff out. So trying to see what I feel the most comfortable with. So again, hopefully at some point this month I will be able to upload some of my Trails of Cold Steel 1 VODs onto YouTube, onto my YouTube channel. Still the same handle as on Twitch, Santos Vice. I already have posted some of my Arc Knights, my Honkai Star Rail gameplay, and I'm pretty sure I'm all caught up with my Trail in the Skies as well. But anyway, where we last left off, we had finally solved the case in regards to who was aiming for the orphanage's destruction, and it was indeed the mayor. Not too surprising there. At first, I just thought it was Gilbert because he was trying to lay blame, but I see. Yeah, it wasn't too off the mark because again, I had initially thought that it had to be someone who would actually gain something from this, and it was kind of weird how it was only like they were trying to get rid of the mansion in particular, but like that's not the point. The point was to get the land, and it actually made a lot of sense, and it's true because any attempt they had done, they would have gotten back on their feet eventually. So at least this way it would be long term. And then if they already made land there, then it'd be like, oh, it's too late. We can't do anything about it now. Other people did it behind my back or something like that. So anyway, we had departed from a ruin. We said bye to Chloe, and now we are headed to Zeiss, where hopefully we can get some more details on that weird orbment thing that we have right now. And also, you guys probably know, I have adjusted the mic a bit to at least one notch up on the volume on my Wave microphone. Let me know if it's a bit too loud for you guys. If it is, then I'll lower it a bit more. But aside from that, I think it's fine for right now. Just let me know in the chat. So yeah, right now we're going through the... Is it Caldia Tunnel or Cald Tunnel? Yeah, the Caldia Tunnel to make our way to Zeiss. Yeah, I think we're not ready for this one yet. Alright. Damn, that was actually pretty tough. Like, holy shit. That was gonna be annoying to have to find a way back. Because I don't even remember how I got here. Oh, hey, Mr. Siji, it's been a while. How you doing? Oh, so it's meant for later. Okay. You, like, later in the chapter, right? I guess that would actually make sense. Because it is actually pretty tough having to fight all those at once, and I don't have anyone who has, like, an S-break that can actually cover an entire area. I wish I did. Yeah, how you doing, Sergey? I haven't seen you in, like, forever. But of course, you probably got your own stuff to do, so I don't mind that at all. I was getting some games off my backlog, Sekiro and Doom 2016. Nice! Oh, question, is my mic okay, or is the volume a bit too loud for my mic? Just want to make sure, because I heard like my previous recordings and I used to have it set at 2, but then I realized, oh wow, you could barely hear me at that time. So I don't know if this volume's fine. Okay, so this is actually fine. You can actually hear me properly, even with the BGM, right? Alright, thanks. But yeah, it's like, by the way, I'm almost done with Trails to Azure, but I am like at a terrible place right now in Azure. Like, believe me, I hate how they set up like the final battle. Like, I'm so pissed. Like, okay, it's one thing to like Maria Bell having to like summon all like those creatures or whatever. That's one thing, but then you have to fight Kia in so many different forms in Nightmare. It's like I'm never gonna get it done. Because so after I had I guess you could kind of say it was a rage quit. Don't know how you would probably describe mine. Like, I had kept trying for so long to try to beat Kia, but it was like I could never do it. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do it within this week. See if I can get to that point again and actually beat it. And then if I actually somehow beat it, I will at least record all the cutscenes that happen after that, you know? And then next thing I know, I'm still stuck on freaking Maria Bell, and there's no save point after you fight her because you just go immediately to fighting Kia. So it's like, what do I do? I've been stuck on battling her for like 50 deaths. It's ridiculous. Like, I even tried the same strategies I did before, but it's still not working. I'm like, fuck, man, are you serious? Playing on normal? No, I'm playing on Nightmare, that level that's above hard. I mean, I saw the strat that people said for it, but to like battle Kia, like there's kind of like a cheese strat, but I can't even get to that point because even though I beat Mario Bell the first time, after it took like maybe like 5 to 10 tries, I have not been able to actually beat her again since, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna be stuck on an endless loop. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to see if I can still do it within this time. If I can't actually beat it by this Saturday, I'm just gonna move ahead to Trails of Cold Steel 3, because honestly, I can't be bothered to like keep going with it if it's just gonna be like almost impossible. Because like one other thing I'm trying to also do right now is level up an ornament that I gave Lloyd, which I'd seen from a different YouTube video that you can actually have it have a craft guard. Did you do 0 on Nightmare? No, I did 0 on hard. And then I was like, you know what, let's take it up to the next level. And then I decided to go to Azure on Nightmare. Because I had decided after 0, at least for the Trails of Cold Steel game and the Crossbow games, I would go on Nightmare for all those games. But yeah, I had only done 0 on hard. And, you know, I was kind of pissed off even when I played hard against Gunter in Trails to Zero. I mean, Trails from Zero, my bad. Keep mixing up those names. But yeah, that's what had happened back then. Like, again, at least Gunter, there was an actual way to do it, and it was part of the strat as well. But here, with Kia, I was like, no fucking way, dude. How do you actually get to it? I can't even dodge a stupid flame breaker, and I don't want to risk having to put an item to stop burn if, in the end, I'll still just get hit with other shit, you know? Sorry about that. I started getting hot in here, so I turned on the fan, even though I put it at a lower setting. Hopefully it's not too loud. I think it should be fine for now. Oh, who's this now? Good afternoon. Where's the fire? But yeah, honestly, it's like, no way am I gonna be able to beat Kia. I mean, I'm still trying, don't get me wrong. I'm even gonna try to do it after this stream and see if I can get it done, but right now, my chances are looking pretty low. Because like I said, I'm still trying to grind that one ornament to get the craft guard. But even though I have Tio like using the Mobius to use like the purple liquids to get everyone to 30 CP real quick, that's what I've been doing over and over. From what I've been hearing, Tio needs to spam Zero Field and Lord has evasion. Yeah, that was my initial strategy, and it had been working. But it just got worse when, what was it? When it got to the point, like, Kia was on, like, her third or fourth life, and it's, like, her third transformation with, like, a power-up, it was, like, she would just, like, get S-Break so quickly. Or she'd have, like, so many insta-kill moves. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Are you serious? They told me to get her up by that much, and it's, like, the other problem is not only is it, that one monster, it keeps summoning spawns, which can also take my CP, and they get 2 shields, and they get 2 arts reflex, and every time you get rid of it, it just spawns another one soon after it gets another turn. And I'm like, what the hell, man? I still can't even deal that much damage to it. Because look, at least my fight with Aryan Road, there was ways to go about it, and you could figure out the right strat here. And it's like, her moves weren't like necessarily all powerful. Like, at least as long as you stopped her S-Break, then you just had to make sure you split up the team so not everyone would get caught up in her like ultimate saber and whatnot. So I was fine with that. And even then, it was like level 120 versus me, who was like level 90 something. But this was just another level of fucking bullshit. Because look, it had started off great when I battled Arios, because at least it was realistic, like that battle with him. But this one, nah, man. It is a living hell. But I'm gonna still try to go for it. Again, if I'm not able to, I'm gonna just start Trails of Colossia 3. Because I mean, we pretty much know how it's gonna end up anyway. But it's like, I would still at least like to see from their point of view, you know? Just kind of sucks if I wouldn't be able to do it. Would I still try to grind and maybe one day do a VOD where it's like the completed part? Of course. I'm still trying to aim for that, but I don't think I can get it done now. Because again, I'm trying to aim to at least get the Cold Steel 4 by the time Reverie comes out. So it's like, the whole schedule thing is kind of also what's putting a bit of pressure on it right now. Do you have the Wind Element Master Arts? I think so? I think Ellie might have it. But the thing is, I don't really put Ellie in the party because I can't really use her for that much. Because, I mean, I guess I could use her for, like, healing, but it's like... if that's all it is, I'm kind of wasting the opportunity, because then I would probably have to but then again, I guess I could switch like Noel or Dudley in for Risha, because the main reason I have like Risha is because like when they summon those spawns, at least her Esprit covers the entire field, so I can hit opponents like all the time with hers, as opposed to like Randy and Lloyd, who are like, they have a big enough range, but it's not gonna like cover the entire area. But it's even worse because Mario Bell also does debuffs as well, and that also gets like really fucking annoying. Like if it's not one thing, it's the other with her, and that actually just kind of like pissed me off. But yeah, I guess if I need to, I could try what's it called? I could try getting Ellie in the mix if you think that's what will actually work. I mean, I'm open to suggestions, honestly. Like, I actually just want to finish it and get it over with. So any advice is definitely appreciated. Great, where'd that little girl go? I don't know if she went this way or just further in the cave. Wait, maybe it'll say it in one of my things here. At level 5, the Windmaster Quartz reflects magic. Oh! Ah. Interesting. Oh, so it's like when Emma had that one craft that kind of does that, right? Ah, I see. I see. That makes sense then. Interesting. I mean, I guess I could do that, but it's like the problem is when it comes to the Kia boss, because it feels like more it's like doing crafts than it is attack, like magic attacks. And the other issue is I can't change my party right after that, so that also gets annoying as well. But yeah, I guess having a double healing for the party would actually work, so I guess I could switch Risha out, put Noelle in, then keep Ellie. Or I could switch Ellie's Master Quartz for Wazzy's and keep him in, but honestly, I'd rather have Ellie than Wazzy. But then again, Wazzy would probably have a pretty good dodge as well. Because the other thing that's kind of annoying as well is that I have to have all the 4 characters, like the SSS. Like, I have to have Lloyd, I have to have Randy, I have to have Tio, and I have to have Ellie. And then you just get to choose only 2 other extra people. So it's like, I'm leaving 2 other people out of the mix. Because, like, if I choose Risha and Wazzy, I leave Noelle and Dudley. And it's like, I kind of don't need Randy then, because he's not doing I guess crafts aren't really going to work in this situation. Like, Lloyd at least is able to bring people in with his, like, spin move. Like, he's actually able to create a force that, like, brings them into one location and then spreads them out. But, like, having Randy on the team doesn't really help that much. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the best team configuration I can come up with right now. But yeah, I guess if that's the case, I can probably switch, or I guess I could keep Risha and just put Randy to the side, but then it's like, Randy's support doesn't do anything for me, like, honestly. Because at this point, most of the dang it, what's it called? Most of the enemies don't really fall to, like, any debuffs or stuff like that, so it's like, dang, what do I do now? But I will definitely try that out. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, I'm trying to find where I have stuff. Oh, okay, in the bracelet notebook, right? Okay. There was also stuff. Yeah, I saw that too. But, like, is it... What would I actually be able to do with that? Like, isn't it like the stuff comes off after I attack or, like, activate a spell or something like that? Or is it like where it just... Or is it gonna, like, stay there for those turns even if I actually do something? Because if it actually is, then that'd be great. You can avoid the boss ultimate attack. I guess that's true. That would actually work. Wait, who do I have that has stealth again? Was it Tio or was it Risha? I think it was Risha. But alright, sure. Alright, so gotta put Ellie in the mix. Whoever has stealth is definitely staying in. But then I need to think the Mirage Master Quad. Oh, okay, yeah. Then it's Risha. It's Risha. Yeah, she has the Mirage Master Arts because she has Avalon Gate, which has the highest EP cost of all the Mirage Arts in the party. Okay. Yeah, so I will still need to keep Risha. So Risha, Ellie, Tio, and Lloyd is probably gonna be the main party then. And then Randy and Wazzy will be on the side. Because I like having Wazzy on the side because his accelerate gives us more turns, yeah? Or it accelerates us to the next turn. But I don't want to have Randy as my support because, again, he doesn't really do anything as a support. And that's what sucks. That's why I wish it didn't make me have to keep, like, the entire SSS together like that. I wish it was like I could put Noelle in for Randy so then I get an extra healer along the way. But I can't exactly do that. Well, that's just something I have to figure out. Wait, seriously, where did that girl go? Did she just go the other way or something? Nah, maybe she went back. Yes, I'm pretty sure that was a little girl. Either that or my mind might be playing tricks on me. Who knows? Seriously, it is fucking hot in this room already, and it's even more so outside. That might actually be messing with me. Alright, so yeah. Risha, Tio, Ellie, Lloyd. Or do you think it would be better to have Noelle in the as my support instead of Wazzy, so then I can get the healing in a worst case scenario? Because that's what I'm kind of trying to think about right now. Wait, where am I even going again? Oh, the checkpoint maybe? Oh, okay, here we go. I was wondering what she was doing. Oh, okay, yeah, so it was a girl. Oh, I see. Yeah, she said something about a light. I see. Holy shit, did that girl have a rocket launcher? Nice. Alright, one character needs to attack the mobs, while either your casters do damage to the boss and someone provides support. Okay. Because I gave Tio the, what's it called? I have her with the water bell or something like that, or was it the water gem? So then, what's it called? She can increase, dang it, what was it? Yeah, so she can cast another water spell the next turn after I use one. So it's like I use Aqua Mirage and I can just use a Tira to help the team or something like that. That's usually what I go for. Yeah, one character for the mobs and then just the rest can't. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll still have to have like. Maybe you just have Risha go for the mobs while everyone else just does stuff. Interesting. Alright. I'm still trying to figure out how I should have the support. Like, the other issue is, because they keep sending in the mobs, there are less chances for supports to even come in at all. So it's like, I don't even get Accelerate that much if I'm lucky enough to actually get one to launch. So I feel like the same could be said if I tried to get a healing thing going on. Okay, good, that actually worked. But what can she do? Smoke cannon. Of course she can't use it yet. Attack set, blind, and cannon impulse. One fusillade of rounds fired at enemy. Okay. What arts does she have? Oh, she has like all the earth ones and some time. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, just go do a regular attack. But yeah, I'll definitely see what I can do with that party then. Alright. Because again, I'm still trying to get Lloyd's Master Saint Court, or Master Quartz, to a level 5. So then I can get that craft guard. But the other issue that I'm kind of running into now is that I can't use Randy's Rune of Triumph then, because I'll have the Mobius Master Quartz on Tio, which obviously makes sense because I need the heals. And to increase CP up. Need Risha there for her stealth, which comes from the Mirage Master Quartz, so I can't give her Force then. And again, Ellie won't have the Wind one. So it sucks because I really like that CP up, but then again, I haven't been really able to cast it that many times anyway, because again, the spawns keep getting so many turns after that, so I guess it probably isn't too much to lose anyway. Maybe we should give him another master. Or no, even again, it's like not gonna do anything if I make him a support then. Dang, what is this kid? Like a computer prodigy? So she was able to sense. She probably had like a sensor or something, right? In case it's turned off. It's still pretty impressive that she actually has like a rocket launcher, which like slash smoke cannon. Like seriously. See, it's like at least this is a diverse kind of weapon you don't see every day in the Legends of Heroes. But so don't get me wrong, I definitely still like the story of Trails to Azure. Don't get me wrong, it's great. I think it's an interesting point that Grimwood would actually reflect on his actions. But I guess the point is he had already gone too deep into this. But I'm still trying to figure out what the heck is Maria Belle's goal then? Because, like, let's be honest, we all knew she wasn't going to be a good guy. Once we knew she was, like, a big part of this, and once we learned that she had, like, taken the plan from her father for herself. I'm just wondering what exactly was the greater goal. To, like, control a god, to live up to the name of the Croy family? Alright, let's see what she said. Each orbit has a cord sticking inside, and if they are properly connected, the orbital energy inside the unit will have nowhere to go. As a result, the orbit will be able to function properly. This happens sometimes with the highway lights, which means their ability to give out light and water monsters compared to... Damn. I want to imagine someone actually, like, spoke through that whole thing in one line, in one take. That would actually be impressive. Maybe you save the explanation for after we get on the road? I mean, we stand around too long. The monsters, you know. Well, why don't we set out for Zeiss then? Yeah, it still, like, sucks that it was at this point, you know? Because it's like, I'm almost done with the game, and then I just end up with, like, the worst luck here. Because it's like, of course it had to be this kind of boss, and it had to be on Nightmare. Unless it's like, I can change the difficulty settings, but I doubt they would let me do that after all the progress I made, you know? Because seriously, that would just suck, that. But would have kind of been nice if I could change the difficulty at this point. But then again, it's like, how would it be able... Considering it has the achievements where it's like you clear on normal, hard, or easy difficulty, be kind of weird if you could just change it then, and then it would be like, okay, so what did we really give you the count for? What you ended at the end, or just like what you had the most and that kind of stuff? So it's like, I guess it kind of makes sense why they couldn't go about it that way. Oh. Oh, what's this? The tunnel ends here. Does that mean this is the entrance to Zeiss? Excited to see it. The Central Factory is the pride and joy of Zeiss, since it's since it's an industrial city. I heard it was big, but that's about all I really know. That's a creepy thought. I'm beginning to worry whether or not we'll really be able to make it to the guild. Well, let's go in. But first, I gotta check if there's anything out here. Not missing any chests this time around. Alright, let's see. How do I know what's the right way? Damn it. Oh, okay, shit. I should have gone the other way then. What's this room? Can't say I've ever seen one of these outside the mines. This one seems super high tech. Well, this is Zeiss. Since this is a central factory, I'm sure that they have quite a few of these. They have more than one? I don't entirely get it, but it sounds impressive. So how do we get it to move? Yes, can you take us up to the first floor? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not really voicing this Tita character. It's just that this is a young girl. I don't really know what kind of voice to give for children, honestly, so I just tend to leave it alone. Check out the size of this place. I see, so we can get out of town from here. Oh, Tita. There you are. Supervisor Travis has been looking for you. I'd like for you to go straight to the operations room. Sounds urgent. Thank you for showing us around. Oh, we're planning to be in Zeiss for a little while. Would you mind if we stop by to see you again? What a sweet kid. Get the impression that she's a lot tougher than she looks. I agree. I always want a sweet, lovable little sister like her. Instead of, might I add, an obnoxious little brother. You keep saying things like that, but you're the one who's always following me around. If you want to be more like a real older sissy, you need to get your head out of the clouds every now and then. Look who's talking. Also, the rivalries aside, want to head into the city? Yeah, first I'd like to switch assignments at the guild. Plus, we can see if there's any new information on the Orbman or Dad. Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's keep checking this area out. Okay, get my... Alright, cool. Alright, I already opened all the slots. Okay, come on. Yes! Finally! More... Wait. Do I already have attack 2? I think I already do, right? Let me just check real quick. Okay, yeah, I do. Fuck. Thought I had something different. Alright, let me check EP cut and defense. Definitely gonna need that. Wait, I already have a defense here. Oh, I must have got it for somewhere. Oh, of course. The one time I need that much, I don't have it. Damn it. Yeah, I already have this. Oh, there's an evade 3? Man. Yeah, I already have it. Oh, here we go. EP cut 2. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that. Oh, I wish I could get the EP3 right now, but I have, like, no time whatsoever. The Mirage I at least have some of. Alright, let's try it out. Now, okay, yeah, there we go. So give me this. Yeah, there we go. EP cut 2. Then defense 2. I don't know if I should get rid of Petrify yet. I feel like I'll just leave it for now. Haze, I do become unaware of presence. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's something I would necessarily use all the time, but who knows. Oh right, I should exchange some of this. Or maybe not. Maybe it's better if I just save my money for right now. Well, at least send my Zephyr anyway. Cool. Landing port. Let's see what city looks. Oh, okay. So this is just the factory block. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was gonna say, this has to be like just an intro. Ooh, heals 500 and KO. Oh no, I already have this. Fresh juice. Same. Yeah. Carmine Eye. Cures confusion. Nah, I'm good. I don't need this stuff that badly. Bear Claw, I already have that, so fresh up Auxilia Fruit. Holy shit, they have escalators. What's this? Yep, reminds me of the escalators from, like in front of the Rhineford Company. Some kind of moving staircase? It is a really long climb, so I guess it would be tough without it. But to have the whole thing moving underneath you? This place has been full of surprises ever since we got here. No kidding. Oh, sweet. We actually can ride the elevator, and it's not just for looks. Nice. But then again, no, it's like, of course it would be in Treasure Coast 2, because that's like a newer release, but at least they had one for here. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. We got a decent amount here. Alright, we got those 3 shops. We got the Bracer Guild. Lodgings. Oh, I don't see the Orbo Fact. Oh no, I guess that was just up there instead. Yeah, because it's like, why else have one? Here we go, the Arms and Guard, finally. Need a new weapon. Oh, the Spike Rod. 7K! Oh, we can buy a Tio's weapon here too? Wait, no, not Tio, my bad. Tita. Damn it. The PO3 and the craft can. Dang, these things are expensive. I am gonna have to do some quests in order to get this done. Alright, let's check out the other shops. General store, right? Yep. What do you got? Oh yes, you guys actually sell Tira bombs. Let's go. When are we gonna get the next reviving bomb? Woolly knit hat. Okay. Nothing else new here. Okay. And the bar. Alright, what do they got for me to learn to cook this time? Oh, they don't have any. I'll take a tart. 400 HP, definitely. Alright. Alright, now we can check the guild. So I think that's everything minus a hotel. Yep. Alright. Let's go to the guild then. Yep. Hi there. Pardon us. See, we're finally here, I see. So, Joshua, welcome to Zeiss. Huh? You know us? I've already been briefed on your arrival from one Jean at a ruined branch. A girl with chestnut hair, tied twin ponytails, and a boy with black hair and amber eyes. That is you, is it not? Okay. Your name is Kilika. Zeiss, welcome to your service. Oh, I see. Here we go. Here's the callback. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because Arias did say she used to work at the guild before. I see. Yeah, she used to be here in Zeiss before going to Calvard. Or was it she was always like she was born and raised in Calvard, then came to Zeiss? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Same here. Pleasure is ours. I know you've only just arrived, but I'd like to proceed with the formalities of changing your affiliation. If you just sign these documents. Okay. That should do it. You're both now affiliates of the Zeiss Regional Guild. There are no urgent matters that must be seen to currently. Free to check the bulletin board and work at your own pace. It's kind of disappointing, but hey, a little peace and quiet can be a good thing. Alright, I have a question to ask. About Cassius, correct? She can read minds. Did Jean tell you about him too? The whole sordid matter. Sorry to have to say that Cassius is not currently in the Zeiss region. He only stops in every few months or so. Figures. It just leaves Gren, so maybe... I believe I might be able to provide you with a lead in another matter. Please, take this. Factory. Attention, factory chief. What's this? It's a letter of introduction for the head of the central factory, Mr. Murdoch. Basically like the mayor of the Zeiss region. Is this in regards to the matter of the Black Orpiment? Stories of the mayor's residence painted as a very mysterious item. I suggest that you consult with the factory chief and see what he has to say. Well, you really got this all planned out. Is that guy a superpower, Kilika? My business is to provide support for bracers such as yourselves. I simply decipher the intelligence that is provided and pass it on, as the mandates of my job require. Wow. Really appreciate your assistance. Think nothing of it. Trust that you will return to assist us should a major incident occur. You count on us when the time comes. Well, do you want to go ahead and see the factory chief? Sounds good to me. Alright, first let's check what they have. The Temp Library. Seeking an interim librarian with keen investigative skills. If you wishes to apply, please see me the archives on the second floor. Please understand too that you may be asked to pick up some slack when a few odds and ends before the real work begins, okay? Trad Plains Monster. A ferocious monster known as a Cronicider has been spotted roving the Trad Plains Road. Racers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Okay. Well, at least this one's paying me 1,500. Wait, where am I going again? It said the mayor's house, right? Would that be on Ritter Roadway, or is that just maybe one of the houses down here? Like that big one. It probably is. Bustle Home and Factory. Nope. Wait. Here we go. Okay. Dang, this is like a whole workshop in here. Dang. Oh, I thought there was gonna be a chest here. Dude, what the fuck have I just walked into? There are 4 different monsters here. God damn. Okay, fine. Have it your way then. And once again, it did like nothing. Alright, just gotta do a regular attack then on this guy. The praying mantis. Alright, who is the most of you? Oh no, it's one of these things again. Yeah. Oh, so this is it. Okay. This is a chronocyte. Wait, is this the right side? I thought it said it was at a trad. This is Ritter, isn't it? Nah, whatever. Or is it the other way around? Anyway, this guy has like a lot of HP. Goddamn. Well, gotta try to get it up somehow. Alright. Take, get Tira Bomb. Gonna need it. It's probably gonna be a difficult fight. Alright. Now let's try it. My god, Josh, you're gonna make me run out of potion. No, I have food. What am I talking about? Yep. Good thing I actually bought this. Oh, sweet, I learned it. Cool. Ah, shit. The thing's gonna have 50% or 50 up in attack. That's not good. No, that's only 20. If only I had something for like 40 CP, that'd be nice. Alright, I'm just gonna feed Joshua. Oh my god, I was right to feed him. There we go. Oh yeah, so I am on the wrong side. Damn it. Then it didn't even matter then. Ah, whatever. Get the sweetie XP and that's all that matters. Where the hell is the mayor's house? Soldat Army? Wait, what? Sanctum Gate. Seriously, where in the hell is this mayor guy supposed to be? Well, whatever. I'll find him eventually. Anyway. What the hell? That was weird. Next. Just separate him. He's done. Oh, come on, Joshua. Dude, come on. You can't miss now. Actually, what am I talking about? I'm not even that surprised. After all, Joshua's the king of missing. Dude, why is this place so long and why does it have all these rhinos here? God damn. Now this is a place where you can like grind for EXP and Zephyr, no question. Seriously, you see how many dangerous creatures they have? Oh my god, what is this thing? Why is it glowing? You know what? Don't use it. But yeah, I also realized I got these EP chart EX. What is that? Is that like a full on? Is that practically like a full restore for my mana points? I mean, I guess that would actually make sense logistically speaking. Alright, another Korea bomb. This just reminds me of how, like, in a Kingdom Hearts 356 over 2 day, or whatever it was, Roxas' game, when, like, almost every chest you found was, like, just basically had a potion in it. Alright, let's check this place out. I walked all the way here, deserve it. Oh, come on. Of course it would be restricted. You guys suck. Some hospitality. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's go back. Like how they tell me to go to the mayor. They don't give me shit as like what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe I should just ask Kilika. Maybe she'll repeat it for me again and I can figure out where it is from there. Yeah, I might just actually have to do that. Jesus, long road. Okay, made it this far. Alright, here's the divide. Alright. Much longer. Here we go. Or maybe, I'm guessing this is probably like the next location we have to go to after we finish our business in Zeiss. Honestly, I thought Zeiss would be a lot bigger. Okay, here we go. Yep, made it. Okay, this place has a way more space on the sides than initially. Or like compared to the other military base, the other gates we've been to. Oh, come on. Of course I wouldn't be able to go there. You see some no choice? Oh, okay, you said something. My bad, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it seems you want to gather all the CP sucking guys together, use an S-craft on them, but not on the main boss, and use a normal attack and arts to damage the boss. Wait, really? Like, I know you shouldn't use Tio's craft as much against the main one, because then he'll just use the Curse and Nihility to gather us all up or to push us to the other side of the map and then just attack us, but not using S-craft on the boss? Really? What, does that like trigger it to do like its difficult moves every time? Is that what's going on? Because I will say it is kind of strange how it's always like pulling off those like really strong heavy hitting moves if that's the case. But if that's the reason, I guess that would make sense. He vanishes you. No, but I've done that before multiple times and he rarely vanishes me. It's only happened like... Because like, for example, I use Risha's S-Break a lot against them. Which include also hitting the main boss, but it doesn't do anything. But yet, somehow, for some reason, at a random time, when Randy does it, his S-Break, or after he uses his S-Break, then he vanishes. But it doesn't really do it when I do, like, Risha's or anything like that. I guess maybe because it's specifically targeted at him. Is that the point? Because, yeah, like I said, the problem isn't the vanishing. It's that he always gets to have moves going over and over. And I also learned that the best way to deal with the spawns he creates is, like, to... At least with the ball forms, whatever they are, you should leave one alive. Because then if you If you defeat all of them, he's just gonna regenerate them back again. So I know that much. Right, where am I supposed to actually go here? Wolf Fort, Pummel Village. No, I'm gonna ask Killiga. I honestly have no idea where I'm even going anyway. First, go to Central Factory. Oh. Ah, okay. Wait, but I just went there. I was just there. The old man didn't want to talk. Oh wait, no, this isn't a Central Factory, is it? Or is it? I don't know. I like how it says go to Central Factory. It doesn't tell me where exactly that is. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, the vanishing isn't so much just the issue. Because at most, he's only done it, like, twice in the whole fight. But that's not my issue. My issue is, like, all the moves he does over and over. And then the spawns getting, like, so many moves over and over. Like, if only attack delay would, like, work on them, it would actually do that. But it's, like, the fact that they also have, like, the shields also sucks, too. That's also what's kind of pissing me off right now. Where is the factory I'm supposed to go to? Is it just up here again? Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah, so it is back here. Damn. Probably should have thought of that. You were the ones with Tita before now. Welcome to the Central Factory. Can I help you? We're from the Brace Guild. I'd like to meet with the factory head if we may. I see. Just a moment, please. Sir, terribly sorry to bother you during your... Yes, sir, the people from the Brace Guild are... Yes, sir, right away. Thank you for waiting. Factory Chief Murdoch will see you now. His factory's upstairs on the second floor. Nice. I didn't think he'd see us so quickly. Looks like you've been waiting. It's this way, right? Oh, I can actually go down here. What's this area? Cool. Yeah, something's definitely telling me I'm gonna need to use this as like a map for later. Like, we're gonna have a whole bunch of like monsters or archaisms or whatever roaming around here. I can just feel it. It's a good feeling I have. Okay, door's locked. Got a conveyor belt. Okay, nothing else here. Thought there'd be something more impressive, but I guess not. Probably because you had Zero Field up when he did the Vanish counter. No, because every time, like, Tio does, like, her Zero... Or, I mean, maybe, but it's like... That would only work on the one person who actually activated the S-Break, right? Because he uses Curse and Annihility to, like, destroy all of ours, right? That wouldn't be the case if it was something else. I don't know, I could just be misunderstanding something. Dude, how many floors is here? Okay, now it's the roof, finally. What's this? Oh, okay, I can actually take an elevator to these floors. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to figure out exactly what to do for that. Oh! Oh, she's here! Let's see. Okay. Let's see. A problem with mode changeover means something's probably wrong with the memory. Who's this guy? Supervisor Travis. Dang, what is she, like an intern or something? Okay. Anyway, let's keep looking. Yep, another floor. The elevator again. Okay, so let's go to the 4th floor then. You gotta see, these are some really weird floors that they have. Just all on the outside and almost like nothing in the middle. Alright, so we got the lab. But yeah, alright, I'm just gonna have to remember to have Risha, Ellie, Tio, Lloyd in the main party. Of course, still try to get Lloyd to actually use Craft Guard for a change. But I still have to wait to actually get that. My only concern is that he doesn't really have enough EP to keep it going forever. So I guess that would be Risha's job. But again, it's like I have to focus on like getting past Mario Bell, because I'll be honest, out of all the times I had tried since I had played off stream, I have not beat Mario Bell once, and it pisses me off so much. Because, like, at least when it was, like, the battle, like, after Mario Bell, it fully heals me, then I fight the boss, like Kia. But then it's like, every time it goes in a different form, it doesn't do that for me. It's just like, oh, okay, you gotta fight the same way like this every single time, and it has, like, so many transformations. Like, that's fucking dumb, okay? Haven't we... What? How do you mention it? We did meet previously when we were in Ruin. I thought so. You two were a real help last time. Appreciate you find the orbital gun prototype for me. Oh, he's that guy, yeah. Oh yeah, you're that science guy. How do your research and stuff end up doing anyway? I think it's safe to say the orbital gun's research is moving along nicely. Take time to probably micronize the components, but we can do it. Things go smoothly, we can have them on the shelf soon. Hope they end up big sellers. Cool. Nice to see we actually made a little contribution to something in the science community, even though we're not directly involved with it. Who else we got here? I wonder what's going to be the problem in this city now. Because, like, at least back then, we had two different groups, but what kind of group will be our enemy here? Because so far we haven't seen anything. But then again, we just got here. There's probably more to it later. So that's the office. Archives. Excuse me. Is that your quest on the bulletin board? Oh, this is the librarian thing. Oh, okay. I was like, what? It's the main story? Oh, you're already here? I only just put in the request a little while ago. Well, we just come in to change assignments, so we're ready for work. Shall we get started then? That's fine. It's about hiring the temp librarian, right? Yes, that's right. Turned out to be much more of an ordeal than I expected. What kind of ordeal? I'll explain that in a moment. Beforehand, though, I have a matter that I would like you to help settle. Consider a favor, you will. What kind of matter are you referring to? Archives learned that some books out of various central factory departments. Sometimes they keep them past the due date and don't pay the fees. First, I'd like you to get our books back. What? That's simple. Where do we need to go? It should be in the 3rd floor design room and the 4th floor lab and clinic. Alright, so 3rd design, so 3D, 4LC. Okay. Got it. Is that everything? We go to those places first. 3D and 4LC. Yeah, here we go. This guy? No, it must be these two. Damn it. What? But this is the design room. Where the heck is it? Oh, okay. Is it just like I just pick up a book? Oh, okay. I thought we were asking for the people for the books back, like we did in Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure. Okay. So we're just literally picking them up. Okay, lab and clinic. Found it. Tomorrow's cooking. Oh, there's a book. It's camouflaged so well. Kitty Talk for Dummies. Really? Someone actually needed a book for that? Nah, whatever. We'll at least get the books now. At least it was within the confines of the same building. Like the other time we had to go through the whole city. Approach the man of stone, standing in silence within the mountain village pond, and ye shall arrive. Huh? Oh, come on. This better not be another Blue Blanc thing again. God damn it. We've already had enough of him in Ruin. A man of stone, standing in silence within the mountain village pond. What? What, it's just a statue? Okay, I wrote that down. What the heck is it? It was written on the card that was taken for the book. It might just some kind of hint as to its whereabouts. A hint of bad poetry, maybe? So it was only borrowed because someone with way too much time on their hands wanted to hide it somewhere? Evidently so. It's the sort of trick that researchers used to play on each other long ago. I have no idea what would possess someone to hide a book of all things. We certainly have our fair share of unusual characters. Leave this matter in your capable hands. Hold on a second, is that the only lead we have? Afraid so. But the guild sent you, so I have every confidence in your ability. Well, that's just awesome. Understood. Difficult work, but we'll do what we can. If I had to guess, it's probably on that place down south. The Tribe Plains, right? I believe that's probably where it's gonna be. I've been waiting for you two. Still in Joshua, right? Yes, it's nice to meet you, sir. Sorry to bother you at work like this. No, don't worry yourselves about that. The Racer Guild, and Cassius in particular, have done a great deal for me in the past. It'd be rude of me not to welcome his shoulder. Huh? You know Dad? I guess you might say that. He was my benefactor. It's no exaggeration to say that the Central Factory produces the finest ornaments in the land. Naturally, the confrontations over our craft had never really stopped. Wherever we had a problem, we'd always contact the Roland branch and have him come over. I see. That explains all the business trips then. And now my benefactor's kids come to visit me themselves. So what can I do for you? Happy to help. Thanks, sir. It's kind of a long story. I see. Well then, do you mind if I had a look at this ornament? Sure, no problem. Now this certainly is an oddity. It's obviously made from modern materials, but the caliber isn't inscribed anywhere. Caliber? You mean the numbers that are carved into an ornament's frame? Exactly. It's almost unheard of for an ornament to be produced without them. It's not just in the Burl either. Most other nations of the continent are the same way. It's been a tradition dating back to when the ornaments were first invented 50 years ago. You don't say. You're right. There are numbers right there. Crazy. You mean to say you never noticed it? In all this time? You hush. Seriously, is it really that strange for Noah to have no caliber in it? It's pretty much a part of the production process, and that goes for any Oracle factory. As if this were a prototype or something. If so, I'd imagine it was made to entertain the birthday parties, if you take my meaning. So, less with the sweet and awesome, more with the stabby hurt? Got it. Of course, I can't say for certain without looking inside. What is it? I can't find a maintenance cover. How do I really look at it? There's no seams to it at all. How the hell was this thing made? I don't see any way to check out the inside of it. Man, would it be possible to cut it open? That might work, yes. But I didn't just break something belonging to Cassius like that. Oh, okay. Maybe we should let that professor handle it. Right, the one mentioned in the note. He should be able to tell us something. It was a note that was included with the Orkman. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis. You wouldn't happen to know who this Professor R is, would you? Well, let me think. The letter R, the people that Cassius knew, must be Professor Russell. I thought so. Who's Professor Russell? Wait a second, how do you know this guy? I don't, but I know of him. He's known as the person who brought orbital technology to Liberl in the first place. You know your stuff. As I'm sure you know, orbits were invented by Professor Epstein. And Professor Russell was one of his disciples. 40 years ago, he brought the orbits and his knowledge back. That's why Liberl is a technologically advanced nation. You might say he was the father of the Orbital Revolution. Yeah, that is impressive. Man, I had no idea that Dad knew anyone like that. Even so, it worries me a little that you'll be letting the old prof head of this orbit. We have no idea what it is, really. Well, how to put it? For good or ill, he's a certified genius. When he gets an idea for a new invention in his head, there's just no telling what he'll do. Much like the time when he was developing the first orbital airship. What's at the far flick? Guess that a lot's happened. Sorry. I'm sure that he'll be able to figure this thing out. Go find him and ask him about it. Can't hurt. Hey, Chief. Where should we go to find him? Hold on a moment. Testing. I'm good. Actually, I've been looking for you. Sorry to bother you, but can you come here? Alright, I'll be waiting. Wait, did you just call the professor or something? No. He actually has a private workshop in town. He has all the latest technology at his disposal, so I know he can figure out something about that thing. He really must be a genius. Wait, then who did you call? His granddaughter. She works here at the factory. Sure, the child will be happy to show you the way. The child? Yeah, okay. You mean that you know each other? Yeah, we only just met a little while ago, though. So then I guess that she's the professor's granddaughter? Exactly. Tito, I've been talking with Estelle and Joshua here. I'd like for you to show them the way to your house. I appreciate it. Yes, if you learn anything new, I'd love it if you came back and told me. As an engineer, I'm extremely curious to know more about this. Sure thing. Your excuses then. I didn't think you'd be coming. You're even a granddaughter of that famous professor? It's no wonder you're so comfortable with ornaments. Well, sort of. The situation is kind of complicated. We can explain everything once we see your grandfather. Got it. Well, let's get moving. Yeah, I figured it was gonna be that same house with that like whole workshop. Alright, let's go to the first floor. But first, I'm gonna try to find that man in stone thing that they were talking about. Oh, okay, this is a pretty small church then. Oh, no, never mind, there was a door here. Yep. Nope. Just wanted to check if this was a possibility. Can I actually still go outside and do it? Nope. Yeah, I figured. Nice place. Professor Russell's here? You should go and say hi to him. Oh, he's not here. He was just here earlier. Is he on the roof? Yep. Yeah. Okay, maybe this way. Damn. So, this is the professor? Nice to, meet you. My name's Estelle Bright at the Basic Guild. We actually came to get your expert opinion on. Got it. I did it. It's finally complete. That's right. Who's the man? I'm the man. Yes, I should testing it at once. Dang. What the hell? Ah, I see. Really is something. He's something, alright. Alright, let's go follow him. Hey now. Never mind this though. Think we should just let them be for a while. You with the black hair. Who, me? Who else? On the upstairs bookcase is a notebook titled Orbital Energy is Applied to Force Fields. Go get it. Go on, be quick about it. Alright. Wait, Joshua. Young lady, you with the antenna hair. Antenna? Oh no, you didn't. Quit moving around and make some coffee. Why should I have to make you coffee? How's you doing? Hey, Ring UEF, what's going on? I'm doing alright so far. Still struggling on that, Kia final boss battle in, Travis Azure off stream, but aside from that, still doing pretty good. I take it black, by the way. Want it clear as mud. You're not hearing a word I say. Fine, whatever. Just as fast as ever. I'm okay, just thinking about Tales of Vesperia and possible ways to improve Close to series. Oh, what? Have you been like playing through Vesperia, or you just been watching other playthroughs of it? Because I never looked into like that series that much. I have played through and despised Vesperia. What? I mean, again, I don't know anything about it, so I wouldn't be able to tell. But what's the problem with it? We can talk it through together. I'm okay. You can let out your anger. You need to. The protagonist is everything I hate about this. About Laura and Fee. Seriously? What the hell? Damn, that's actually crazy. Sorry about all that. I just assumed you were both new employees at the Central Factory. So it's only natural that you wound up being drafted as assistants. It's no laughing matter. Especially since the only thing you had me helping with was making coffee. Girls can bang metal boys to give it to, old man. Relax, Estelle. We got some valuable experience out of the deal in the end. Often does one get to participate in startup tests of a brand new type of orbman after all. Well now, you're a bright lad then, aren't you? Want to give up this bracer nonsense to start up in the field of orbital engineering? You don't need to apologize, sweetie. But I thought the father of the orbital revolution was gonna be some really amazing man. Not some old fart with attention deficit issues. Please, you're too kind. Moving on. So, I'm being paid a visit by the children of Cassius. It's quite a surprise. So you really do know our dad? Yes, from way back when. Known him since his army days, some 20 years or so. He's the little definition of a Gary Stew. He's good at everything he does. He's humorous. No matter the decision he makes, he's always right. Even when he's harming people. Part 1. What? Seriously? That's just part 1. Damn. That is crazy. See, it's like, I don't understand where it's like they find that as like the right approach to just make them like the perfect character. Like, I feel like they don't really understand like the point of progression. Like, I get it, a lot of people do it, but it's like people have their own ways of like progressing from one level to the next. You know what I mean? I mean, some it can be quick, sure, but as long as there's like at least some form of logic there on the way. You get what I mean? Like similar to like the man was solo leveling. Like, it's because he had survived, or like he overcame like his own fear of like death and stuff like that. It's like, even though he was kind of scared to die, he still like fought through it, and then that's how he gets epic powers and whatnot. But then like some is from like a legacy. But if it's like they just already are good at everything, then it's like, okay, what's the point then? Well, I don't know if I call it nice, so much as suspicious looking. But if you've known Dad for that long, it looks like we'll be safer trusting, you know what, with Professor Russell after all. Yes, I have to agree. What are you talking about? What was it you wanted my help with? Well, I see. Yes, most intriguing. And with no inscribed caliber or seams. Look at the frame too. Wait, what are you doing? Special alloy steel cutter. Just as I thought. Here, take a look. Let me guess, not a single scratch, right? Okay. Huh? Yep, not a scratch. The frame is made from some type of metal that I never encountered before. Opening it up for a closer look is going to be quite the task, I think. That's just crazy. If we can't find some way to open it, we'll be right back to square one. Well, I can certainly spend some time on trying, but first I think that maybe we should put it under a measurement scan. A what now? Oh, I see. We're gonna see how much orbital energy it can actually use. Making my head hurt with the techno babble. Just tell me what using that thing will accomplish. To put in layman's terms, it allows us to see just what this orbit does. Won't be able to draw any definitive conclusions just from measuring what kind of orbital activity is occurring, but it's a start. And that should give us a major clue. Indeed. So without further ado... Sure. Sounds great to me. We'll even help with prep. Alright, come on then. I've got a bit to do while lunch is prepared. My house, my rules. What is up with these two? Now I see where she gets it. Oh, okay. Here we go. In regards to Tales of Vesperia. His entire backstory is that he hates the nobility for how corrupt and in favor the nobility is. But he basically kills two incredibly corrupt and evil nobles, yet nobody cares. Not his rival, Knight Captain, and his friends who give a "you shouldn't shoulder everything alone." The man murdered 2 people, and you're saying that in front of the royal guard. Do you want to be implicated? And society is in favor of the nobility. The only defense for this is, doesn't matter if he doesn't face consequences for his actions. The TO people You killed deserved it. Or I guess you were trying to type 2 and I accidentally went to E instead of W. Okay. Yeah, 2 people. Yeah, that's true. From how that sounds, that already sounds like it literally just kind of goes on a tangent there. It's literally going like it's kind of like bouncing around, but like so quickly that it doesn't even make any sense why that change even occurred in the first place. You know? Because again, that in the end, what that guy did, it is still considered a crime. It is still against the law. Like, again, it's like they need to understand that these stories are supposed to have real life implications because he's taking part in a kingdom where nobility exists, where laws exist. It's not that easy to be like, oh, okay, that's just gonna be the end with it, unless they already had like a pass or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like if they're just gonna do it like that, then it's like why even make these really specific kind of backstories if they're just gonna make it so simply and ridiculous like that. Luke from Tales of the Abyss developed PTSD for being duped into committing genocide. Developed immense PTSD because of it. Velvet from Berseria murdered members of a corrupt society and she's remembered as a villain in the. No, I remember that one. Like I remember a bit about like Velvet Crow. It was because wasn't it like a high priest or something like that had used her brother as like a sacrifice for like power or something? That she had like ended up with like a demon arm or something like that. That she had escaped prison and then went on like a new quest. I've been meaning to play that game of Velvet Crow story because I know about the Tales of Hysteria. I watched that. I watched the anime like both seasons, but I was like so disappointed how it had no connection with Velvet Crow, even though they use her character, like in like her design in the opening theme. It's like, what's the point? All we do is just say her name once or twice throughout the entirety of it, but we don't actually get to see her at all. No interaction, no nothing. The only way you get to see her is like on a separate like OVA or something like that. It's like, what the hell are you doing, man? Velcro is the worst character in Berseria though. He's a whiny psychopath. His 2 personality traits are I hate my brother and sore. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that sounds dumb already. Now if everything is ready, let's get this started. Still, if you'll put the orb on the stand. Okay. But yeah, it's like maybe one of the next games I also stream like one of the new ones. If there's like a kind of break in the Honkai Star Rail story or something like that, it's like I'll play Vesperia next. Because I feel like it'd be interesting, you know? Let me see. Wait, was it Vesperia? Oh, Berseria. Yeah. Even worse. He's basically lied about his brother planning to betray his family, so they give him permission to hunt him down. Wait, what? Alright, that just sounds stupid. Yes, thank you. Are you ready, Tita? Good. Now connecting orbital force measurement test on the Black Orb. Black Orb, so that's gonna be the official name after all. He's the only character in Berseria that is an undeniable villain. Ah, okay. But yeah, I'll probably play Berseria at some point on stream because I am actually interested more in like Velvet Crow. Honestly, like she looks so cool, so badass. It's like I got to know, you know, like seriously, they like blue balled us by having her in the opening theme. Yet we never had her there at all. I'm still wondering why did they think that was a good idea? You know, like why even put her there if she wasn't actually gonna be like an actual part of the story, you know? It's like so dumb. We find a villain who's like, oh, okay, this thing just pops up all of a sudden and it's like, it's unrelated to who we initially thought was going to be the main villain, so whatever. And you think they can just brush it aside like that? I'm like, fuck no, man. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, honestly, that kind of pissed me off. Probably because she is the first Lord of Calamity. Well, like, yes, but it's like, still, I'd at least like to have tied it in there, or if not, don't put her in there at all. Because I had been waiting every single episode being like, okay, today's gonna be today. Today's gonna be today. This is gonna be the episode where she comes in and we're actually gonna see something cool. Because the animation wasn't that bad either, because it's also by, it was also by UFO Table, wasn't it? The same ones who did, the Fate series and, Demon Slayer. So I had high expectations for that, and then it's like, oh no, we're not gonna have her in there at all, and then it's like the season ends and we didn't even really get her at all. I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? That is some bullshit. Like I could not believe that they actually pulled a stunt like that. It really disappointed me. Most of the male characters in Berseria are pretty bad. Rokuro is Rokuro, and Aizen, Edna's brother, is very little personality. Probably because she's the first Lord Calamity. I agree. It's how I feel about the Zipshit, Zephyr, and the Stall Ritter. All talk, and they are either lazy, whiny, or utterly incompetent. Yeah, because again, it's like, I feel like there was almost like no point to having Leo and Zeno, because there was like no real attachment to this entire fight except the fact that they said they're going to bring their boss back. And it's like, okay, they probably are going to bring him back, but it's like, really? For all of this? Like, the thing is, like, also, it's like, they were about, like, family matters or shit, right? And it's like, they knew what they were doing. They knew there'd be casualties of, like, innocent people as well, and yet they're like, no, we're just gonna do it to our own ends, because we can make the excuse, because, yeah, we're Jaegers. But it's like, that's not the point. I would think they'd at least feel a bit more sympathy, unlike, Ravash and the Red Constellation, because we already said before, it was like, they're like a yin-yang kind of thing, you know? Like, it's like, I don't know what to say about the Stall Ritter yet, because, I mean, they looked cool, at least, from, Tres to Azure, but from all that we saw of Duvali and Tres Ecosia 2, it's not really that much high hopes for, their roles in Tres Ecosia 3 and 4, if they come back. Using it officially so boring and simple. Why not something cool like Dark Thingy and Impending Doom? No, simple is best. Anything longer than Black Orbit would just be annoying to say. Oh, look at her. She's all anxious to start. Alright, let's begin. Zephyr had no personality other than we love the boss or we love the boss's daughter. Ironically, by trying to make them more human, they came off as less human and more like cretins. Wait, what? No, I'm not saying I don't understand what you're saying, Ring Europe. I'm saying it's like, it says, held a message for reason bullying. I don't really get how that works. I mean, that description comes out anywhere. What are you talking about? I just allow it this time. Wait, shit. Okay. Alright, let's start. Cheetah, if you'll activate the scatter, please. Upward set of 45. Put all measuring equipment on standby. Alright. Okay, from here on out is the real deal. Since no direct input or output was detected, all we can do is measure how the central crystal circuit responds. See just how much this contraption is really worth. You're sharing a good mood. And click. Neat. It's all glowing and stuff. I get it. It's putting a major strain on the crystal circuit. There. Tita, any readings? The tachometer needle is shaking like crazy. It's spinning around the dial. What? Is it gonna break the machine? Oh my god. What's going on here? Alright, let me check your what you just messaged. These two elements basically ruin Kosia's story. Instead of having complex and interesting characters be the focus, like Claire and Lecter, this relates more to Kosia 3 and 4. We get two most bland and competent factions in Tai's Arc. Because, yeah, it's like, I feel like Claire and Lecter are interesting characters in themselves, because, at least from my knowledge of 1 and 2, they're complete, like, mysteries, you know? Like, we almost, like, never hear about Claire, but she is actually trying to help people, and we've seen that through her actions. And Lecter, he's, like, always planning stuff and doing stuff for Osborn, but we don't know anything about his past either. It's a very interesting. It makes them very interesting because they're just like oozing in mystery, and I like it. It's like, is the stance that they have currently like fully on what their character is, or is that just like a facade or something? That's what would interest me. Joshua, same black light from before. What? Oh, it just emitted a wave? What, is it like an EMP? Oh my god. It is. Oh, I get it. That's what's going on. Now I see. That's what that black orbit thing really is. It's an EMP for orbal arts. That's why it stopped the wand from keeping us frozen, right? And that's why it also turned all this off, because Tita even said that these things would go out. And when they do, it's just orbital energy at that point. But it's not like making any output. Oh wait, so then this is actually bad, isn't it? Doesn't this essentially mean that now that we turned off everything, this place is gonna be like a feeding ground for every single spawn outside the town? Oh my god. What makes the Yankees even more pointless and costly is the fact that you're in the military capital of the world, which is so big that you don't need mercenaries at all. Even crazier that with the more supernatural elements of Cosia 3 and 4, mercenaries are useless. Yeah, because it is true. It's like, we have... When I battled them, they practically use, like, no arts. They just use their weapons, and that's literally it. And it's like, in a world with, like, magic and these, like, epic, like, fighting styles, like, the 8 days, 1 blade, and, like, stuff like that, it's like, is being a mercenary, like, gonna make you be able to topple all of that? Like, at least when it came to Zygmunt and Shirley, the Red Constellation, they had like pure raw power, and I like that. It's like unadulterated, like OP bullshit. You know what I mean? That was at least the cool part, because it's like that's the peak of humanity right there. Or that's like the highest means you can reach as a human physically. Kind of like if you were to like say like what Goku was able to like do in Dragon Ball before he could turn into like a Super Saiyan, you know? He was still able to go beyond his limits. Even though he is an alien. But it's like the same kind of discussion anyway. Don't you dare. Just a little longer, we'll have something. Wait a second, all the lights in town are going out. What in... We have no choice then. Terminating the experiment. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so it is. It is just an EMP, and then when it turns off, it's just back to normal. You can tell how hypocritical Jaeger taught Fee is when she scoffs at Jesus for calling Jaegers Reapers, only to prove his point by telling Nidhogg, you need to be a war machine to be a good Jaeger. Yeah, that would make sense if you take it in that context. Wait, who was Nidhogg? I honestly don't remember who that was. Have I seen it already? That person or no? I mean, I would think so, but I just can't recall it at the moment. They're back on. See the readout. Nothing. Didn't record anything. And the only thing that kept working was the scanner on which the black orbment sat. But even that, well, that's for everything else. Good. Looks like the experiment's finished. How's it outside? Fine. All the lights are back. Nothing happened. Still a lot of people panicking, though. Okay. So what the hell was that? That was what I would dub the orbital shutdown phenomenon. The bumbling Jaegers in black, and the only core other than the Red Constellation to be portrayed was Comelot villains. Wait. Wait, what was that again? Oh, was it like the... Was it that group of Jaegers that attacked the North Highlands? To be portrayed as complete villains. I would assume that is, right? Because I remember we faced Jaegers in the North Highlands back then. I guess there were probably other times where we did too. And in the airship too. In the airship in 2. Oh, yeah. You're right. You mean how everything inside all the orbits just stopped working at once? Yes, I've no doubt. I would never have dared to guess that its effects would be so extensive. There's definitely more to this than I expected. Interesting. Most interesting indeed. Only you would think causing a blackout over an entire city is interesting. Murder. Just the man I wanted to see. The feeling is not mutual. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell were you up to that would cause all of the power downtown to go out? How rude. It's not even my fault this time. See that there? That's the black orbit, and it caused this. Is that the... Okay, I get it. That's the root of this, that is genuine extenuating circumstances. But it still means that this was your fault. Ah, nuts. You got me. That's it? Is this okay again? How do you always like this? He's definitely knowing more. He definitely knows more that he's letting on. Maybe the package was initially supposed to be meant for him, right? Like he was supposed to do some or he was supposed to research it, right? But then it got stolen, and then they gave it to Cassius, so then he could just give it to Russell in secret, right? So then he could do the research without having it to go directly to the ZCF. Because maybe whoever it was already knew that the ZCF was in cahoots with whoever was trying to get this initially researched. I guess it would make sense. It does seem like he knows a bit more about this thing than he's letting on. That's for sure. You can tell how Fee and Laura are the worst parts of their own content. When their own content is torn to shreds over the slightest scrutiny. Yeah. Did how late it was to Sal and Joshua stay at the lab for the night. Man, yesterday was such a crazy day. I was surprised enough at the town, but it really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that. No kidding. Back on the subject of the Black Orbit. It's much more powerful than I had ever imagined possible. Yeah. What's the prof gonna do now that this equipment's gone all kaflooey? Mercenaries shouldn't be romanticized. It's insulting to the audience, and characters shouldn't have a weapon be their entire personality. Yeah. Good morning. Quite a big day yesterday. Is the professor already up? Looks like getting roared at over and over by the factory chief yesterday didn't even put a dent in him. Really appreciate both of you taking the time to just look over something a couple of relative strangers brought you. Naturally, we'll be coming with you. I want to know what's really going on with that orbit too. Maybe there's something we can do to help. Guess that's what that smell is. Man, what a cutie. I wish we could take her back with us to Roland. She could be like a pet, cheering us up whenever we're feeling down. That's kind of creepy as hell. And now that we got a good breakfast, off to Central Factory. Before we do that, I'd like to check in with the guild. I think it might be best to report on what happened yesterday, just to be on the safe side. Well, okay. Tita, would you mind if we stop by on the way there? Want to hear Mercdad's amazing defense when Reen asked him why he'd be part of a plot that would put him and other Jaegers out of work. Wait, put him out of work? Just keep that part is... Okay. We don't fight for ideology, only money. And the cast literally choose him for giving a literal non-answer. Wait, what? Oh, come on. That doesn't even make any sense then. What do you mean you only fought for money? You guys were a fair... They act like a family and yet it's for the money. That doesn't make any sense. That's literally the opposite of what they were initially stood for. Besides, that wasn't even the point even for the Red Constellation anyway. Red Constellation was about being the fucking best. At least that made more sense, because it really was their character. This just sounds fucking ridiculous. Like, honestly, that is just a shit cop-out. Good morning. That was some day yesterday, wasn't it? You're ready. We'd like your full report on it. Business as usual, Kilika. Heard the basics from the factory chief already. I'd like to expand that account with some first-hand details. Well, by making them a family and human, they came off as too incompetent and soft to be merciful. Yeah, no, but that's the point. It's like, see, you get where it's going, because it's like, if that's the point, then how can they just be fighting only for money? That's literally the opposite of what it is. I see. So the orbment that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The guild is very interested in these developments. We need to continue working with Professor Russell for the present. We thought you'd say that. When we have more information, we'll contact you again. But I wonder what the Black Orbment was supposed to do. If anything, I have a guess what it was initially supposed to be used for. They were supposed to be able to maybe check what's the radius on the orbment, how powerful is it, and if there were other functions. Because I think what they were going to use it for was the Queen's celebration or something like that, right? Because she has that festival, whatever it is, coming up soon. Where they may be trying to get it looked into to get ready for that. So then they could use it to, like, I don't know, assassinate the Queen or something? I don't know. It just seems like major plot anyway. That's just how I'm thinking of what the point of using it would be for. Because obviously it wouldn't be used for good intentions. So then it's like, what's a normal villain intention I can just think of off the bat? And that would make the most sense given the ordeal of things right now. Because everything we've gone up against so far, it doesn't seem to be like, oh, that's what the reason it was, you know? Because I feel like at least in this game, we're going to solve the mystery of what the Black Orbit's purpose is. Even crazier is this man is called the Jaeger King, but his group crumbled the moment he died. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if he was a king, and he has this nation, even if he died, it should immediately be like a predecessor, or, I mean, the next person in line for it, and then they keep going. But the fact that he just kind of died, it's like, I mean, look at Yakuza, man. Just because the chairman dies doesn't mean doesn't mean the Tojo clan is dead. Think of how many chairmans we've gone through who have died in every single Yakuza game. Yakuza 0, Yakuza 1, Yakuza 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a dragon. It's like, come on, man. Like, enough with this already. Rossi went to the Mafia. Remember Ghost who never crew in Kuro. Oh, really? Doesn't ever remember who's in Kuro no Kiseki? Nice. The two Morons try to revive him because they are absolute... Okay. And that brat was put into school. Which then begs the question, why have her in the course in the first place? Saying this because you had it in bold. Ironically, Randy's dad died and his empire thrives. You know why? Because they actually love being mercenary. Wait, what do you mean his empire? You mean like just his group, right? But that's just like another way of saying it. But yeah, it's true. It's just it's their way of life. They like doing it. You can see that by like how Shirley feels about it because she's been raised by it. Yeah, his corpse derived. Okay. But yeah, that's the thing. They actually loved it, and it's like Shirley was the same. Like she's the perfect reflection of everything they embody. Because like you say, oh, maybe they were adults and shit like that. No, you see how Shirley is. She's like, okay, now you know this is how it all is because she was raised in that kind of environment. Of course, she'd feel the same way. All right. Guess we just go to the second floor again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Murdoch. What a day yesterday was. We've been getting complaints from the citizens all morning. That's rough. It's not like it was your fault or anything. I'm very sorry, sir. I didn't mean to cause... No, don't apologize. These kinds of things happen when you're doing science. It happens a little bit more often around Professor Russell's science, though. Speaking of Professor, has he come in already? Oh yes, he came in very early this morning, all fired up about something. He probably needs some assistance, so go to his workshop and see him. It's on the third floor. Third floor. Let's go then. Got a bad feeling about this. By the way, Tia. Please don't get the professor too excited. We have a repeat of yesterday. We won't be able to do anything for a while. Dude, it's always these locked rooms are gonna be a freaking secret. It's always that. We had the same thing in literally in Just Azure, Grimwood's office, and yet upstairs he had like all this stuff ready that like showed he had communications with like every other organization. It's gonna be that. I'm telling you right now. None of this pretentious we're a family nonsense, this idealized nonsense doesn't work with professional killers. The entire purpose of characters like this is that life isn't pretty or face the utter darkness of humanity. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they did not seem like that at all. Like it should have been like the same how like their aura's different or overwhelming and stuff like that, or like it feels like you're just staring right in front of like a bear or something. It's like it's those kind of descriptions that make sense, but it's like you could not really feel that at all from Zephyr, or the remnants of Zephyr, I should say. Bah, never failure. Hello, Tita. You two are here as well, I see. What can I say? We were worried. So what are you working on? Well, as you can see, I'm trying to cut into the black orb, but it hasn't been going very well. It seems to be the problem. Perhaps the demonstration is in order. And quick. What's that thing? Oh, don't tell me it's gonna break the saw, isn't it? That ought to do it then. Wait, what? It stopped it. Oh, I see. So if it comes into contact with orbital energy as well, then it'll happen. Stop. It's on a smaller scale, but it's the same phenomenon as yesterday. Seems like the black orb is blocking the functionality of the other orbments, interfering with them in some way. Oh, I see. Okay. So not only is it like an EMP, but anything it touches that still like have this orbital arts working, but also be basically turned off. Interesting. I doubt it was only made for the purpose of killing the lights. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe because it's like. Because look, if this place has a lot of technology, maybe like the castle for Her Highness has a security system, and they plan to use this, whoever it was, to turn it off for an assassination plan, or something of the sorts. I don't know. It just seems to make the most sense with this kind of tool. Yes, good thinking. This interference with nearby orbits sees us spread out, moving from orbit to orbit like chain lightning. I put the range at about 5 hours. But there are no orbits powered on with that range. And that's where they fit. Ah, I see. So it doesn't have too big of a range, but it's like it's like Naburo Gamma's twin chain dragon lightning attack from Overlord. Yes. So it's literally a chain reaction that just keeps spreading and spreading because they're so close. So it's like if the range of this one item touches the range of another item, creating like the same like circle charge you'd see where it's like there were two differences and then there's the similarities in the middle. As long as there's a place where they intersect, that also creates like a connection, and then that shutdown also spreads to the next one and keeps on going until there's nothing within that range. I see. Yeah, so maybe that is the case. Maybe it's not just like only for just that area, but it's like depending on the location it is, it could literally turn off an entire town and all the weapons that they'd be using. So let's say for example, the Red Constellation just used like normal guns and shit, and they were gonna attack like Corellia Fortress, for example. They were all powered by orbits, so they used something like this there, they could easily take it down. I see. That's how this works. It ironically shows how hollow the King's love is, the fact that he just left his group to die. What kind of leader does that to his people? If he actually cared about that spoiled brat, he would have given her to an adoption agency of some kind. It's amazing how the other psychopaths are a better family than these people. It's even insane given how Rossi acts nothing like his loser companions. The member of Kuro is utterly pathetic and only lasted for one chapter. Really? That of a member in Kuro no Kiseki only lasted a chapter? Damn. That's actually kind of disappointing. But yeah, it's true. It's like Rossi still embodied like the fight, the hunger for power and victory. It's true. It's like he was probably the most Jaeger out of all of them, to be honest. And that's actually interesting because he wasn't even like at the top, you know. He wasn't at the position of Jaeger King. He wasn't his right and left hand man like Leno or like Zeno and Leo. He was just another commander, but even so, he still had that same drive, you know. Yeah, she mutilated the monster and the protagonist's van stabbed her with his teeth. Really? What? Oh, that's kind of lame. I mean, maybe it's a cool boss fight, but it's like that's a dumb way to go, honestly. Because they just didn't care about that character that much anyway. Kind of disappointing. Okay. Had to look out for that, but thanks for letting me know. I'll be excited for whenever Kuro no Kiseki comes out. This boss fight is near the beginning of the fight. Wait, what do you mean near the beginning of the fight? Like one of the first stages or something like that? I see, that makes sense. However, even with that knowledge, there's no way to know why it causes machines to simply stop without getting a look inside. Beginning of the game. Okay, yeah. Is it similar to the idea like where in the Trails games they just lead us off in like a random point in time and then we're just starting off and then that's like the tutorial stage, or is it like just like the regular start of a game and that's like the first boss of like the first chapter? However, even with that knowledge, there's no way to know why it causes the machine to simply stop without getting a look. Oh no, I just said that. Oh, second chapter of the game. Okay. Alright. It's very troubling. Is there any way to destroy that thing? Maybe with a good scream and a really hard whack? Don't be ridiculous. Didn't you see how the big saw did exactly nothing to it just a moment ago? Well, yeah. Anyone thought of trying fire? Maybe melt down the blast furnace or something? Yeah, well, it was worth a shot. Actually, it might work. Really? You know of a way to burn it open? No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power. That which drives orbits to work. Can't be used for this problem. I'll have to find a way that doesn't rely on orbital energy. Is there even such a thing? A combustion engine. It's a device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea has been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to... Oh, I see. No, it makes sense. It's interesting, because, like, the technology he's thinking of to solve the problem is akin to what we use in our ordinary lives today. But it is true that if you compare it to, like, the idea of, like, orbments, orbital arts, and the like, our technology is actually, I wouldn't say primitive, but it's not as advanced as you would think it would be with this new source of energy, you know? One that is like, it wouldn't make sense in the normal realm of possibility, but here in this fantasy-esque world, it actually works. It's interesting. However, all you need to work on them are standard tools. Neat. I get it. Fire's the key. I'm pretty certain that there's one understudy in the central factory workshop. Oh, you'll need to get fuel as well. Like oil or something? No, it's called gasoline. Extremely flammable. There's likely a tank or a canister of it stored in reserve. Yes, it should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tita can. Well, you could go and get the engine and gasoline. It's gonna be heavy, but you basically should be strong enough to move it. Okay, leave it to us. So, where do we find these? Huh? Let's see. Don't tell me that you've forgotten. I forgot. He just said not to say that. What the heck is an operations room? Oh, the 5th floor, okay. I didn't even know there was such a place. I leave it in your capable hands. Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man. Well played. Well, let's go find this operations room thingy. The 5th floor, then. Oh, okay. I also hate how people act like, Thee's life was hard solely because she was a mercenary, but ignore the fact she's more of a military brat than a child soldier. She doesn't have actual mental issues from being a ganger like Randy did. She doesn't have hang-ups for being in the dark world like Risha did. She isn't insane like Shirley. She's way too well adjusted for the sort of environment she was raised in. She also never suffered like Rena did. Zephyr are basically Music Boy's dad. Elliot's dad. But the plot wants you to take them seriously. Yeah, it is true. It's like, it's kind of funny. Like, out of Zephyr, who should be the main Jaeger badass supposedly group in Erebonia, they aren't. They're like deaf ain't shit compared to everyone else. Like, seriously, Randy's such a great character because he has that kind of past. I wish they kind of went a bit more in depth as to, like, how he had, like, a normal friend and then it led to him, getting caught up in Red Constellation shit, but look, I'll let it slide because it's hard to get that too involved in the main story, but it would have been nice to at least introduce a bit of that in, like, Zero, be like, I lost someone close to me and I didn't do anything, or I wasn't strong enough to do it, you know? And yeah, it's like, Risha's is also better because it's like, hers is like more, like, her family ties have led her to this situation. And it's like, she can't deny that it is in her blood. It's true, it's like, she is like way too normal compared to all these other characters who have amazing backstories, amazing growth, and such interesting personalities. It's like, what the heck? What are these guys supposed to be? They're basically just like a delinquent group, and that's it. Check out this place. This has to be the operations room. Oh, you two. I haven't seen you before, so you mind telling me what business you have in here? My name's Travis, Senior Engineer and Supervisor. Nice to meet you. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're here at the request of Professor Russell, so if... Professor Russell? He's not in trouble again, is he? Again? You really don't have much faith in him, do you? No, I mean, I realize that he's a genius. He was the one who developed the Capel unit, after all. But even being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Tito, on the other hand, is an incredibly sweet girl. Just an all-around good kid. I get what you mean, but I don't think we have time to stand around talking in this case. We need to find where the central factory stores its equipment. Is that what this is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works. This cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the Capel. These days, they mostly get used to assist in airship navigation. This one's equipped for the fastest general-purpose data processing in the world. Be used for anything, from calculating material density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you have to use this front panel to select that mode. That will send a signal through the wiring and allow you to access the primary orbit. This quartz inside that trains a rapid light pulse on it, you see. Then it simply scans the data you want. So just so you know how it works now. No sweat. I'm impressed this though. You're way better with modern technology than I am. Okay, so I lied. All that stuff just went completely over my head. Well, here's the setup. Change them over this panel. Sure you'll figure it out in no time. Alright, let's see. Randy also was more than just I'm quirky comic relief. The man had depth. He has shame for his life. And despite the fact he's a massive perv, he also shows immense respect for Morel, a woman he actually likes. It is true, because it's like, sure, he jokes around and he's like, it kind of looks like he's treating her as like a junior, but it's like he actually does it because he actually enjoys her company. We've seen that over and over. Because again, it's like when it came to escaping prison or like trying to find a way to help fix Crossbow, his first choice was Morel. And it's like, it just goes to show who we trust the most. If not the SSS. And I like that. Like, it makes the most sense for Randy to join up with that group. He goes to tell how reliant the Jaegers have gone by how increasingly ridiculous their weapons got. Hell, the Resident Jaeger-taught Kuro, she's basically a brown Jaeger-taught, has a submachine gun that morphs into a sword, and her brother has a giant sword that turns into a red. Wait, what? Seriously? I mean, those do sound like some kick-ass weapons, I guess, but dang, really? Jeez. That Jaegers were supposed to be all skill and stuff like that. But I guess not. Huh? No, my speaker didn't cut out. I was just having a bit of a bad cough at the moment, so I just turned off the mic for it. Alright. You goes to tell... No, I read that part already. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had a big cough, and again, I didn't want it to be recorded. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, let's see. The issue there is it doesn't even work like a submachine gun. The handle at the end of the gun is curved in a way that it would be impossible to hold into the thumb. Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. Sounds more like one of those like off-brand toy guns that people try to imitate or something like that. I also want to type reliant on the rule of cool. Oh, okay. Now, to be Randy never went too far like Fee did. He didn't consistently body shame, but I'd use buzzwords. Right or left, it's all stupid. Like this often. It just fits the situation. His friends or try to publicly humiliate them. Yeah, that's true. I definitely hear you for that. Like, Randy's too cool of a character. There's no way anyone can hate Randy, okay? If anyone does, fight me. I'm kidding. Only about the fighting part, but I definitely respect Randy as a character. Like, that is true character growth right there. Now, anyone who says otherwise, they don't know what they're talking about. Of course, getting all the infrastructure in place was a gigantic pain in the... I can only imagine. We have to be on our way. Thank you for your help. No problem. I don't know what you're using it for, but be careful with gasoline. It's a tendency to fireball. Oh, right, yeah. Wait, this was the right door, right? Okay, yes, it was. Alright, said the airfield is next, so gotta go outside. Guessing that means the airport? Yep, here we go. Hi, need a flight? The westbound airship just departed a few moments ago. No, thank you. We don't need an airship right now. Actually, we need to talk to Gustav, was it? You mean the maintenance chief? He's not here at the moment. What do you mean, not here? We went to Langston Fortress 2 or 3 days ago. Some kind of repair emergency on a military patrol ship. Langston Fortress? As in the largest base of the Royal Army? Out by Lake Valeria? Up in the north part of Zeiss? Wonderful. He won't be coming back from there anytime soon. What do we do at the professor's request? I don't know anything about that, but Chief is actually on his way back. He just sent word to us. Hey, airship. Speak of the devil. Okay. The teacher in class 7 is also pretty much of a scumbag. She's lazy, preferred alcoholic, who cares more about boozing it up than actually helping her students. So she's literally just Jaeger all grown up, same playstyle, same backstory, and their bonding events in 4 play the exact same way. Wait, what? Really? Like, look, I get it, like, Sarah did seem like she wasn't going out of her way, but it's like, look, at least when it came to, like, Trails of Cold Steel 1, okay, that makes sense that she's, like, keeping out the action, you know what I mean? But when it comes to 2 and stuff like that, I'd at least expected her to be, like, a bit more out there. Because, again, the situation had changed at that point. I would think, like, the fact that she's also an A-rake bracer would have taught her a bit more about, like, responsibilities and consequences as opposed to her Northumbrian blood. Which I'm kind of disappointed in, honestly. But hey, that doesn't mean Sarah still isn't, like, potential wife material. But yeah, I guess I can see what you mean by that. An orange airship. Hold the phone, since when are public airships orange? No, that doesn't really look like a regular public airship. Shape is wrong. It's got arms all over it. Now that you mention it, that's the Central Factory vessel, the Leibniz. It's the same model as the public transports, but it's had several modifications. Used for large-scale maintenance and transport. A flying factory. And the maintenance chief is on the airship? That's right. That's your chance. You need to talk from now. We do. Thanks a lot. Yes, thank you. Cool. 4 of my students are fighting, let me do it. I have these pamphlets, let me do it. I have responsibility as a teacher, get this stuff. Yeah, I did find that a bit, like, annoying. Like, obviously because I was playing this game. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, really? She's still supposed to be a teacher. It just seems like this is more like a side gig. It just seems more like she's a substitute teacher and then just be like, okay, give it to the honors student of the class, you know? And it's like, he's not even the honors student, so it's like, what the fuck is going on? What's all this bullshit? Like, even when I first encountered it, I was like, what the hell? Why do I gotta take all these responsibilities? I'm not a member of the student council. I'm not a member of a... I'm not the class rep like Emma is. I'm not the student like Maki is. What the heck is going on? And I haven't done anything that deserves punishment for making me do this like Crow would be. Like, what the fuck, man? It was so weird and off-putting. I found that was a weird way to introduce me to the student council and stuff like that. Like, I would think it's like just based on like our regular daily activities that they come to notice us. Again, that may be simple, but at least it makes sense. And then it's like, okay, no, you just volunteered to do my stuff that I wouldn't want to do to help the student council, even though the teachers are supposed to work with the student council to get things rolling for events and normal activities. It's like, okay, that seems a bit weird. What do you want? Leibniz is a mountain of parts stored. It's dangerous, so stand clear. Actually, we're looking for someone. Is there a maintenance chief by the name of Gustav on the ship? What do you want with me? Well, that's convenient. Ah, you're running errands for Russell, are you? But a combustion engine, huh? Well, you've got good timing. I'll give you that. Huh? Hang on a second. Does he actually have one packed in his ship? Looks like it. Here you go. It's a heavy beast, though, so be careful. Sweet. You weren't kidding. We can still manage to carry it. Got some spirit on you for such a young girl. I like it. Thanks. It's a pretty interesting little coincidence. That old far wants this thing right after I got it back from the military. Huh? From the military? Yeah, this thing was on loan to them for a little while. They were using it for some kind of research. Matter of fact, they only just got it back today. Why? What would the military need an engine for? Lucky for us. What's wrong? That's nothing. No, it is weird, right? Because why would they, if they have these like orbital tanks, why would they need a combustion engine? Again, it does seem like in the perspective of things, our technology is primitive to that. Or like not as efficient as the orbital energy is. So then why would they bother using it? Maybe like to test out a weapon or something? Gonna have to figure that out later. No, that's nothing. But I think Joshua gets where I'm getting at. Why would they need to bother with that? Especially since this was like a project that's been abandoned since for all its minor, not benefits, but and not consequences, but like the major downfalls of it. And if we got what we need, why don't we take it back to the professor? Sure thing. Thank you, Miss May, Chief. Sure. Give my regards to the old man. You can tell people either want characters to be absolute perfect, Laura, Gaius, Yuri, the Vesperia protagonist, or are, oh, so funny, Sarah and Fee. But get upset when character flaws are treated like flaws and not just a gimmick. Also, want to know how Sky's second handled its hot spring joke compared to Closely 2? Sure, why not? I'm all for these kinds of things. Besides, I'll get the second eventually. I mean, if I remember correctly, there's like just 4 chapters in this game, right? So I should be on my way, unless they somehow create like an intermission chapter like they did in Zero and Azure. Which honestly wouldn't even surprise me anymore. Alright. To the 3rd floor. Okay, I'm back. We're back. And we brought what you asked for. Excellent. You weren't kidding about how heavy this thing is. Yes, your brood circle was most useful, girl. Perfect timing too, as if I just prepared finishing the materials. I just finished preparing the materials. God damn it. All that's left is to set up the engine and put gas in it. If you go and put on the finishing touches, Tita. And it's all set. Wow, this thing is really clunky looking. All these engines like this? First, the engine given by burning gas to power the tools. So this way they don't need orbital energy. Indeed. But now let's not dawdle. Let me flip the switch. And click. Alright, before we actually do that, I'm going to read your comment. Because I don't know if this will be like a cutscene or something. Basically, Estelle and Tita are required. But you can bring along Agate, Shara, and or Olivier. They handle very appropriately, despite the fact that Estelle is more temperamental and Tita is more shy. The only one uncomfortable is Agate, and they joke about the fact that he isn't wearing his headband. His response of course I wouldn't wear it in the bath. What do you take me for? They wait for the woolly monster to show up. Okay, now see, that is definitely like, at least, a normal way to go through it. And I like it. It's not like they're just going through that stupid like trope that it goes with. Like, come on. Like, it was even worse for like Reen, honestly. Like, we discussed this before, but it's like, this one, at least it's actually handled quite well, honestly. Like, people acting the normal way they should be. For the most part, anyway. Estelle and Tita are comfortable bathing with Olivier. Meanwhile, the three most battle-prone members of Class 7 will compromise a mission for the sake of poorly done Reen's. Yeah, because again, it's like, that doesn't make any sense. You said you wanted him to stand guard. You knew it was going to come out anywhere, and yet you're like, you scream, and then it's like, oh, okay, it's not. So he's not supposed to come when someone's screaming for help when they're without their weapons and defenseless. It's like, what the fuck is that? Come on. Like, dude, you knew what the job was. They even said the description for us. We know what we're getting into. Is that really what's on the mind right now? It's like, that's lost on me. Alright, let's see. See if this works. This thing sure makes a racket. It's definitely a lot louder than orbital engines. Imagine, like, all the blades are just broken as it comes into contact with this thing. That's one of its drawbacks, yes. But I doubt we need to fear activating the black orb in this way. Let's get started. Whoa. That's some serious sparkage. Okay, shut it down for now. You've seen how much physical punishment can take, and how much punishment our ears can take as well. Some of the others crowded around to get a close look. Even worse, his lower end feed chose to turn to Reen. Yeah, it's like, really guys? Come on. Again, this was the job! Are we really gonna, like, punish Reen for this when it's like, he was only doing the job that we were hired to do? You guys agreed to help with this? Tiny scratch is faintly visible. That's it? Whatever it's made of, it's tougher than anything I've ever seen. But if we keep at it, I believe this would work. We're going to go through quite a few saw blades, though. So it's going to be a real test of patience, then. Professor, can I talk to you for a second? Have you already finished the modifications? Of course I have. Remember who you're talking to. Anyway, what is it? Something wrong? I just received a message from the hotel in Elmo for you. The orbital-powered pump that supplies the hot water for their spa is broken down. Since they can't make any money like this, they'd like for you to come and try and fix it. You must be kidding. Damn it, of all the times for this to happen. You're that busy, why don't you send another engineer over? Nah, that pile of junk is at least 40 years old. Younger techs have no idea what to do. If anything, it's not state-of-the-art. What a pain in the... But Tita's gonna do it, right? Yep. Tita? I'm sure you do a fine job on the repairs. It's not what concerns me. Agreed. There are monsters on the roads. That's the problem. Why didn't you let us handle this? It's the brace's duty to ensure the safety of Libero's roadways. Therefore, seeing that Tita arrives at her destination safely is our responsibility. Well, that's another story. If you're all with her, then we don't need to worry. Alright then. Thank you. Don't worry, kids shouldn't sweat the small details. You're ready, then let's go. Alright, give me a second. The most of the people in Reen's life are too narcissistic to actually care about him. Only Emma Crow to agree to care about him. Yeah, we went over that part. But yeah, it is true at the end of the day. I get a feeling Murdoch was trying to get the dock away from the Black Orbment so he could steal it. Or maybe he knew Tito was gonna go there and that we'd have to go for protection so that he could find a way to steal it from the doctor himself physically. It's a very interesting idea. I generally think Thor's is the worst thing to happen to him. It kind of is hard to put into words for that. Because, I mean, I get what you mean. Like, Class 7, it didn't really do much for his growth as, like, a person or anything like that. If anything, it kind of, like, put him at a standstill, honestly. But there were at least some advantages to Class 7, you know? It's like, he's not as oblivious to, like, all the stuff that's happening around him. And it's like, there were still some people who were at least there for Reen, and it's like, even then, people specifically in Class 7 were also helpful as well. Like, Angie, she tried to help with the Rhineford Company takeover thing. Toa was always there, and, like, she also was, like, she could kind of relate to Reen, where it's like, there were moments where she was powerless in certain aspects, and it's like she wished she could fight by their side, but she knows she isn't that capable, so it's like she wants to at least be the leader. And it's like, initially it's kind of the same thing for Ring, because he didn't see himself as like an unstoppable force, but it's like someone has to lead. At least that's what I got from their relationship. And again, I mean, like, obviously George being the engineer, but it's like, it helped give Reen like power-ups and stuff like that, so is that as well. So I wouldn't say it's like absolutely the worst thing, but it's like it definitely didn't do much to help improve, or to like to meet, or at least to get what he hoped for from Thor's. You know, like he wanted like a purpose, right? A meaning to his existence, I think it was, or something like that. But it's like he didn't really get it. Kind of disappointing, like how that was just like thrown onto the wayside because of it. So it's kind of tough for me to say specifically. I mean, again, don't get me wrong, like not many people had helped in the school as well. The only good aspects in his life were Crow, his best friend, and Emma, his true love. To a degree, the student council is also more supportive since the things they ask of him are things he can enjoy. Upon any thoughts, he's pushed around. They took advantage of his servile personality, watch his best friend die, and then turn into a protagonist piece of shit or a propaganda piece by his father. Yeah, because it's like, it is kind of like, it all kind of encompasses that at the end. But yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, in ways, the student council has also, like, they haven't, like, entirely been like, oh, Reen, you have to do this and stuff. Because there were even times in the plot where it's like, Toa's, like, asking, can he do it or not, you know? It's like, I get it, it's like, you choose to do a quest or not to advance yourself or to make money or not, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, the fact that they put it out there so many times can kind of be seen as like, oh, okay, he actually wants to do it. Or like, the fact that they're asking it that way just means like, their character would at least consider thinking, oh, he has his own life, he can make his own decisions, because that's what it means to be at an academy. You need to choose your future, you know? And it's like giving him ideas of like other things he could possibly do with his life aside from just being a part of the military. And it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like through all the circumstances, it kind of leads him to a military life without him having that as his ideal goal. But it's like, it just kind of happened because of bullshit. But I get where you're coming from in that. Like, I definitely understand it, and I definitely do see it. So almost sounds kind of fun. Hot spring there, right? Right. Right there. Whatever. So which way do we go? It's a big field outside the south entrance of town. I keep doing your voice by accident, yeah. Gotta due south from the south entrance. Let's go. Alright, there we go. The people of it in Reen, Emma, and Crow who cared about him are Elise, removed the incest and guaranteed people would love her. Alfin and Toa. Oh, Alfin. Yes, my bad. I think it did like a misspell for it. Or like it auto-suggested for that. But yeah, I get what you mean. It's true. It's true. I wish they kind of removed a bit of like the incest thing for Elise. But yeah, definitely Alfin is like... It's honestly surprising that she would kind of be like wanting more people to care for Reem, considering they're different worlds. But it's like at the same time, you could see it as we progressed with her that she also had her own insecurities, you know, being the crown princess. But it's like she's still like she's only like older than Cedric, but it's like younger than Oliver, and it's like she still worries about like is she doing good by the people and stuff. It's like she wants to do what's good for everybody, not just for herself or not only for a specific group of people or not just the main people of her kingdom. She's like for everybody in Arabonia. It's like I really did like that kind of a twist as well. Definitely puts her as like a potential love interest that in these next two games, so I'll just have to see how that goes. If I get another chance to do that again. Of having a love interest with Alfin, because I really do like her character too. Hopefully you'll get to use her in a fight again later on, but who knows? Who's to say? Alright, so I just gotta literally go down south. But I kind of want to check out Wolf Fort too. Whatever. Just checking for any chests. Oh my god, there are just so many things out here. Okay, Tira Bomb, nice. I'll go to Wolf Fort on my own time. No, I'm just gonna go straight for there. I can't be bothered. Like, I'll do some grinding and stuff off. Oh my god, okay. That is a huge amount of land here. Okay, what makes it even more infuriating is that it's way too hard to sympathize with most of Cold Steel's when most of them are pampered brats who have incredibly supportive parents. Yeah, it is true. It's like, it's kind of like, then where's the struggle? Why are they like so significant compared to other students who enroll at the academy aside from their parents' connections? There's like almost nothing, you know? I mean, I get it. Then people will probably say, oh, because it's like some people from the nobility and then some people from the normal people. But then it's like, okay, but you could have had other people who potentially could have even had more depth to this whole situation, you know? Like, hey, you could have even maybe even put Patrick, and that would have even made more sense considering his disdain for nobility. I mean, for the common folk. And then later on, as he gets to hang out with Reen more and starts to see his actions, maybe he'd start respecting him more, you know? It's like you'd think you'd kind of see something like that, and that would actually make more sense. Aside from kind of rushing it with him helping us, like Reen and Crow save Elise, and then just his internal struggle with wanting to be the best, you know? I feel like that could have been something they could have done, and that would have been interesting in itself. Oh, wrong button. I tried to speed it up, but I pressed the wrong trigger button. Nice. There we go. Now, can we get Tita to level 20? That is the true question here. I mean, obviously I could, but it's like, how long would it take? Oh my god, there are so many of these things. Leave me alone. No, go away. I'll, I'll fight with you guys later, and I'll save that uh, potentially trapped chest for later. My god, there's like so many of these things. Oh, wait. Where's this? No! Fuck! Damn it. I did not want to run into these. Wait, what is it? A grass. Oh, ha. Funny. Nice play on words. Elliot, what? My daddy won't let me play music. Not only does he let him play music, he gave him the most open-minded military academy in all of existence. Bondi, Mommy cares more about work than me. Mom joins the school board for her daughter's sake and pays for her daughter's stay. Part 1. Yeah. It's kind of hard to, like, be like, okay, so then what's the problem here? It does seem a bit, like, too non-existent, honestly. Wait, what is it doing? Oh, is it, like, playing dead? Whatever. What? Oh, come on! Oh, it's, like, gonna heal itself because it's doing this? I have to eliminate it before that? Yep. Okay, cool. Wait, where's the stone statue? There was a quest about about a man of stone with water, and I'm here. Where is it? Alright, where is it? Gonna find it. Need to get the librarian quest done. Okay. Damn, these things camouflage way too well here. My god. Dude, I cannot find this thing. Okay, whatever. I'm just not gonna bother then. Find it another time. Alright, here we are. Finally. But then again, I did skip most of the fighting, so I guess finally isn't the right way to phrase it. So this is Elmo. I like it. Feels homey. It's the smell. Joshua, did you... Oh, sulfur. Oh, right, yeah. Guess that's just what happens when the water pours out of the hot springs, huh? Really? Smells like someone left eggs out in the sun for a year. Well, if I hold my breath, it's not too bad, I guess. Maybe it's time the pump breaking down? Want to go ahead and see about fixing it? Back at the end. Okay. Laura, I want to be like my father. Doesn't work because she's exactly like her dad. Hell, her crafts are copy-pasted of her dad's... Yeah, of her father's. Guys, I'm a foreigner, we don't have these concepts. This homeland has hierarchies and has such a close relationship to Erebonia that their cultures are almost indistinguishable. Fee, I'm a Jaeger. Life is hard. Pampered by supposed professional killers, and adds to why she acts like a 12-year-old brat. Yeah, there goes that weird-ass contrast again. Alright, so the pump is at the back at the end, so that should be... Oh, okay, this... Oh, thought that would count. Oh, no. Okay. I literally had to go inside here and then go out the back, right? Ah. Okay, guess not. Wait. Oh no, maybe I just ask. Wait, where is it? Okay, here we go. Nope, wrong house. Damn. Thought I got it right. Dude, wait. Oh. Right. It's an inn. I really need to get better at this predicting thing. Green Hassan. Marcus is Hassan Piker to a T. I love how you just call him Green Hassan. That is amazing. Wait, but I want to ask you a question. Who's Hassan Parker? Sorry, I'm not well versed in like normal movies and TV and whatnot. I'm sorry, okay? I get too much just like anime and manga on the head. I don't really watch that much of live TV, okay? The movie. But yeah, who is Hassan Parker? Anyway, I hate the nobility. Nobles are complete big bigots. Basically spouts actual bigoted nonsense, projects it onto Jews, and then attacks Green for understandably being uncomfortable, sharing his background to it. Yeah, it goes again. So this is the pump shit. Well, let's try the key. Alright, let's go. Dang. So this is the pump. You never know it was so old from how well maintained it is. Well, I think my grandpa. Damn it, again. I don't want to do it the wrong way. Okay. Alright, let's see. Hassan Piker is a champagne socialist. A person who espouses socialist ideals, but thrives off the benefits of capitalism. Screams along socialist ideals and eat the rich, and nobody should have too much money. But lives in a $3 million mansion with only pay his workers when they call him out on it. I'll go. What? Holy shit! Interesting. I just learned something new today. Hassan Pike. Gonna have to remember that. Okay, so this place probably has some sentimental value for your grandfather then, I guess. That's why it's kept in such good condition. Can we do anything to help? Well, despite being a socialist, he basically coasts off his family's money. Wow. What a shocker. Figured we wouldn't be of any use. Apparently not. Maybe we should take your advice and wait at the inn. Don't you dare do like, oh, Monster's gonna be out here, she's gonna be kidnapped or something like that. I swear to God, we go through that kind of shit again. Just like any other story, I'd be fucking pissed. Anyway. Hello again. How's Tita doing? She's hard at work. I figure we probably just get in the way, so we'll stay here. Well, you just might be right about that. She's almost as talented as Russell himself. Hard to argue with that after watching her work. Just amazed that she's working at the central factory at her age. And no matter what, she's always so sweet. Always has a smile for everyone. Begin her in front of a machine and she'll tinker with it for hours. She loves it. She's a fine girl. But still. What's wrong? There's nothing. Go back it. What's got you all frothing at the mouth? I wanted to ask you something. Did the lady from Granzel leave? Lady from Granzel? Oh, the guest from yesterday. She went out for a walk, but she hasn't come back yet. I thought so. This is awkward. What? Isn't she in the village? Well, actually, saw her by the village gate. Said she was gonna go and take in the scenery or something. On the plains. She'd have to be a fool to go where all those monsters are. You complete idiot, why didn't you stop her? I did. I mean, I tried. Just wouldn't listen. I don't know how seriously she took what I said, but I'm worried. Pardon me. What? You knew guess? Do you remember what time you saw the lady by the gate? I think it was right around noon. At least that's about when I got back. No. Think we can catch up with her. Should get going before it's too late. Huh? Well, we're racers that you can tell by looking. We'll head out on the plane to find this girl, don't worry. No kidding. What a stroke of luck. Yes, please. You've no right to even ask for their help. But fine. The guest safety is paramount. Hate to impose on you two, but please look after my guests. Will do. We'll be going now. I would say Marcus's issue is that all he had to do, his character, was his political bigotry. When he lost that, my bad. When he lost that, he became immensely bland. He showed that he has very little, if any, understanding of Airbonian politics, despite the fact his father is a governor connected to Osborne. Yeah, it's true. It's like, considering he's supposed to be this model student and stuff, you think he'd at least have an understanding of that, but it seemed like he didn't get, like, anything from it. It's like, okay, then what the heck, man? Oh, right, this way. We came from this direction. Yep, here we go. Now, let's see. Plains Road is so wide. Where should we search? Suppose she said she was going to take in the scenery. Seems like she's wandered away from where the road's paved. Man, well, that's going to be really safe, isn't it? But hey, no biggies. Let's find her and bring her back. Hopefully with all pieces intact. Maybe she went to the water. It looks so nice here. Just gonna scoot on by. Go away. Shoo. Meanwhile, to the good classmates. What could she possibly be doing? No, we're gonna fight some of these. Might as well do something. Ooh, this guy's tanky. He can already take so much damage. Ow. Oh, come on, he stole it. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Gotta wait for this little guy to turn around. There we go. Nice. Alright, heal him, please. No, not you. Another hit. That should be enough. There we go. Alright. Maybe she came to look at all these sheep? Oh my god. Susie, how are there so fucking many of these things? Oh, okay, here we go. Do you hear that? Whatever it was is not far. That voice sounds suspiciously familiar. Wait, she said Naya. Oh my god, it's Dorothy, isn't it? The photographer. I think you're probably right. Let's hurry. Why am I not surprised? Reen, everything is my fault. I can't drag people into my own problems. I don't deserve to live. Or just out to the bone and grows. Recently, yeah. Sure, it is kind of weird. Meanwhile, to the good classmates. Yeah, it's the same old Dorothy, alright. With Joshua and Estelle of the Bracer Guild. I'm just teasing. Nice to meet you two here. Adios, give me the strength not to leave her to the beast. Estelle, on your guard. Ah, oh, great, not another one of these. Fuck. Oh, okay. Oh my god, they all have so much health. What the fuck, man? I barely have 1k. That's bullshit. Damn, I was hoping to KO, but that didn't work. Fine, take out this guy. And then... Damn. I might as well just eliminate one. We're dead. Ow. Please don't eat me. I'm not nutritious. Oh yes, I have to summon. Thank God. Hey, I learned it. Nice. No! Fuck! God damn it. Why do we have to have one of these? Okay. Emma, Slee's more of a supervisor than a partner. I'll never be like my sister. What will happen when machinery surpasses magic? Works hard to catch up with her family. His confidence issues thanks to her family looking down on her. Only improves if she's focused more on herself than on trying to be like a family. Oh, so Emma has abandonment anxiety thanks to her mother dying when she was a little girl, and her family walks in and out of her life on a whim without warning. Yeah, it's like, you'd think at least on those circumstances you'd be there for her, you know? Like, that's the point. They're all alone. They need someone. It's like, what's going on? Like, then why did you even adopt her in the first place? You get what I mean? It's like, then what was the purpose then? Okay, I'm beast state now. Just need to increase my EXP. Alright, let's go for Hurricane first. Yeah, there we go. Oh, my bad. I forgot to do this. Who has the weakest HP right now? Okay, I need the one with 811. Fine. I am so lucky I bought all this food before shit could happen. Oh wait, no, I read that already. Also has to take care of grandmother despite the fact grandmother has eternal life in youth. Because outside of being good at magic, a good magic teacher, she's way too immature for anything else. I think her grandmother does care because she did teach her magic as well. It's just more like the fun caretaker. Ah, I see. Damn. This actually sounds pretty harsh. Jeez, what were you thinking? Well, I don't know how we chased them off, but we did. Did they look familiar to you? Yeah, I was gonna say, they're the same dogs that attacked the gate the other time, you know? How are they here again, and why? Reminds me of how, like, Ravash just tried to test their new, like, warhounds. But then why target Dorothy? What, did she know something? But then it's like, why attack the other gate in the first place? To keep others out, or to cut off communications with the military? Jesus, you can't escape nobility. You might as well accept it. At least your mother loves you. To Elisa. I don't like people groveling at my feet. Puts up this aloof front because he doesn't trust people because it's either having an unloving brute of a father or a megalomaniac brother. The rest of the world treats him based on his rank, so he doesn't know if people actually care about him. Yeah, because, again, it did seem to be the point. Like, he didn't know if people actually cared about Jesus the individual rather than just being the son of the Duke of Alberea, you know? Like, we definitely saw that struggle, like, which mattered more to him, and I think it's like, at least he came to, like, the conclusion, it's like, okay, I am Alberea Berea, or whatever his last name was, I forget, but I will make their name a noble, like, I will actually make the name, like, respectable, you know? I will put worth into it. Not just by the past, but with my own actions today. Yep, they're the monsters who attacked the checkpoint on the mountain pass. Wonder what they're doing out here. How lovely! Your braces are very impressive. So, Joshua, it's been such a long time, hasn't it? Never would have thought I'd see you here. Think maybe we were destined to meet again? Fate is a fickle mistress, alright. So, Dorothy, you're staying at the inn in Alma by any chance? Why, yes. Hey, how did you know? I see. Well, isn't that just terrible? As if you care about anyone else's problems. What brings you out here? A little cross-country hiking, maybe? You mean you don't even know that much? I see that you haven't gotten any insightful in no time apart. What? The answer is actually that I'm looking for a photograph that the newspaper needs us for a special edition. And by the way, Mal is the one who assigned me this task. I see. So much work. Okay, but why would you be looking for that here? Oh, forget it. This wears me out faster than finding any monster ever did. Poor Estelle. Did you get hurt in battle? Tai, yonde ke. Come again some other day. Or not at all would be better, I guess. I'm not injured, I'm just really aggravated at your utter obliviousness. Wow, it's rare for someone to get under Estelle's skin this badly. Estelle, why don't we head back to Alma? Maybe Tita's done fixing the pump. Yes, let's go back. I think Dorothy will be coming back with us. But I want to stay and take more pictures. We are going now. Come on, Dorothy. You're gonna get a big time out for this. I'm gonna take away your camera for the rest of the day, I swear. Seriously, how does Nile do this? He's a pro. Billy and I are mixed on. One hand, we have an early perspective on Osborne, but she's very tropey. True. It is interesting. Like, again, I feel like William's kind of like not a proxy, but she's like an anomaly in all of it. Look, there's steam coming out. Hey, you're right. There we go. Now it's fixed. Looks like the repairs worked. Now we can finally use the spa. Life is good again. Kinda saying things a bit, aren't you? Do you really like the spa that much? Well, yeah. There's absolutely nothing finer than a tall glass of fruity milk after a hot bath. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Oh, Crow basically had the life reputation of his grandfather ruined for the sake of annexation and has that Randy Branagh comedy to hide his pain. Yeah, that's true. I just remembered. Guys, thank you for coming to help me earlier. I have all my hands and toes and bits because of you two. You don't have to thank us for having good timing. My bad. I was changing my AirPod because one of them had died, and now I'm just switching to the other. Man, she gave me such a diss. Well, that's Dorothy for you. Well, let's get back to the pump shed. Okay. Dee's probably still there. Okay. I do appreciate how Randy is the only Cold Steel antagonist. Yeah, I was gonna say Randy. Yeah, Crow. That doesn't even try to use their sob story as an excuse. It's true. It's like, it is interesting, because it's like, look, he's not gonna be like, oh, like, I have a reason to do this. It's like, he still knows it's wrong, but it's kind of more like his actions are the problem, not the person himself. Like, again, kind of goes into why he was able to get such loyal companions in the ILF to begin with, because they had also been ones who have suffered from his actions. You done with the repairs? I wonder what Tito was sad about. Weird. It's okay. Well, in the plaza has hot water. So what was the problem? Cool. Nice work. Shall we return to the inn and let the hostess know? Yeah, it's kind of worrying. Why was she acting like that? But yeah, let's go let them know. Thank you, Tita. The pump's pumping like it was just installed yesterday. Well, have you grown to such a well-mannered young lady? And thank you two for helping us out with the guests as well. You guys know everyone, it seems. I guess we do. Little bracer business. You two have my thanks. As a way to pay you back, I'd like you to stay here for free. No way, really? Nonsense, I heard from Russell a little earlier. Said the job would take him until tomorrow to finish, and he asked if you could stay here. What a sweet old guy. Well, if he said that, I'm afraid we have no choice but to impose for the night. Come right in. You can put your things in the user room on the second floor. It'll be some time before dinner, so we'll take a dip in the hot springs. You want us to take a bath before dinner? I thought people took their baths before they went to sleep. What are you talking about? This is a hot springs resort. We expect you to jump in the bath in the morning and lunch. Whenever. Really? Well, I like baths as much as anybody, but it sounds a little bit much for me. Should we go put our bags in our room then? I'm still gonna get some rest. Yeah. Alright, let me see. I pretty much hate Vulcan, Gideon. Wait, who's the steel? Or no. Oh, okay, you mean, Arian Red, okay. And Zephyr for basically just being like, yes, we did horrible things, but please listen to our sad backstories. Vulcan is the definition of a cry bully. His entire thing is, how dare you kill us and self Yeah, it's true, it's like, I had only realized that a bit after. It's like, dude, you guys do remember you did the first strike, right? It's like, what did he expect to happen, you know? Like, he's in a chance's position. You expect him to be like, oh, no, okay, you get one for free. Oh, 1 second, I gotta check the text. Okay. Yeah. So let me just do this real quick. Nice room. Oh, indeed. I thought this village had a kind of unusual vibe, but the food here must be really good. But before that, why don't we check out the spa we've been hearing about? you want to join us, Tina? We can go after we put away our luggage. Okay, luggage is secure. So where's the spawn now? There's a separate bed behind the building. Oh, my bad. Damn it. Always do. Alright. Gideon's entire issue is he's upset he got fired for not knowing the appropriate times to talk about politics. Yeah, it's like, I didn't really understand, like, why Gideon was a member, to be honest. It felt like there was, like, almost no depth to it. Anyway, in regards to that, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I know it's a bit random to do it, considering we're at, like, 3.5 hours, but it's like, I just thought this was a good place to stop for now. Because again, I gotta like grind and all that stuff, and I feel like there's not gonna be much content to like after this, so I'm just gonna leave it there for today. Huge shout out to Reem UEF and Mystery Synergy for showing up to the stream. Really appreciate it and love chatting with you guys. It's a lot of fun. The main reason is that he was extreme political extremist. Yeah. Okay. Then I guess that makes sense. Anyway, this has been Satisfied. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Make sure to leave a follow. You guys appreciate the content. I will see you guys next time. Either in Trails to Azure or Trails to Closer 3 on Saturday. We're out.